And we are live. Welcome back. When Rex chimes back in, we'll just fill him in on what's going on. So today's episode will begin with you guys on the Perfect Stranger again. If you remember correctly, at the end of the last episode, you guys had retrieved some missing survey equipment for a Mr. Dirk of Stern Metal. He had sent you onto the planet of Soki 2 of the United Colonies of Murti in Colchis system. So this is the next stop over from the last planet you were at, and he really wanted the information from this lost survey team. And you guys went on a little bit of an adventure in a low-tech world. There's a bunch of rebels fighting the government, and you guys got in the middle of it inadvertently, and you got the cargo, and you got back. And as you got back to your ship, you found that a certain Agent Jackson of the Valentine brokerage and Mr. Dirk were there waiting for you, and Mr. Dirk took possession of the case, and Agent Jackson said, "Hey, I have delivered your passengers to the main Colchis system, and I've brought your launch back. And I'm in the process of clearing up your legal woes. But in the meantime, it would be easier for me, since no one really knows where this ship is right now, if you just kind of laid low and stayed here. Take some jobs in the local system, and maybe build up your cash reserves. But try to stay out of space and stay under the radar as much as you can, while I clean up the rest of this. Also, I'm going to be setting up a Valentine brokerage office on this planet, so I may have a thing or two for you to do." As he was doing that, you guys are watching the local news feed as the rebels and the government started like full-blown going at it. The rebels fully invaded the small town that you guys had been in, with the casino and the young guide that you had, and the ever so thoughtful lady that Thodubs befriended. 300 strong military came in there with mercenary support and took over the whole town. The military contingent in the town was more or less butchered, and the United Colonies of Murti that is in charge of Soki 2 decided that they needed help. So they called on the main Colchis military and said, "Hey, technically we're separate governments, but we could use a hand in your higher tech level." And over the next few days, you watched the Colchis military come in with tech level way above the World War I/World War II level of technology this planet has, and use like laser guided bombs and shit to eradicate the rebels in the southern part of that lake. The war, in quotation marks, took 3 days, and you watched the whole thing on the local news feed. It was quite fascinating to watch the local government get given all of this new technology and jump from a tech level 5 to a tech level 6, which puts them roughly in like the Vietnam era. And while the rebels are not completely defeated, the city was taken back, and it was just a very impressive thing for you guys to watch. Like, even amongst travelers who are as salted and experienced as you are, watching a planet jump a tech level in just a week, it's an amazing thing. Also, it's worth noting, because I know this has confused people, and I have talked to a couple people about it, that when I refer to tech level, we're talking about the level of technology the planet can produce. It's not like these guys are apes and don't know what a laser carbine is, or even how to use one. It's just that the planet can't make them. There's a big difference. Also, they import stuff, so it's going to be really weird, because maybe they can only make prop airplanes, but they have tablets because they import them from off-world. So, something to keep in mind. As you guys have watched this, your thoughts, I don't want to put words in your mouth, so I won't have you guys make any decisions based on that during the introduction role. But you do find yourself being asked to stay on this planet for a while, and You need work, you need money, you need fuel, and I guess as this war is wrapping up and the curfews are being lifted because the whole starport was in pseudo lockdown during the conflict. What are you guys planning on doing? Let's just say that you all find yourself in the cafeteria yet again, your ship, where we always seem to find ourselves. What's the plan gonna be?
Listen, brother. I've been sitting on this for a month now. I think I really messed up. I think I need your help. Well, I mean, we're here because I really messed up, but I'm sorry. I thought I could be that guy who just went to those dark places, and I thought I thought I saw you smile. I thought we're taking them both out. That was not the right thing to do, and because of that, we're stuck here, and we're not even halfway back to filling up our ship for the next couple of jumps. I just needed to get that off my chest right at the beginning.
Oh, yeah, that's big of you to admit that what you did was monstrous.
And you see him wince, like, my brother doesn't call me a monster.
I'm hoping that we can all get past it. Because we need to remember that, there's consequences for actions. So.
But we're also spies, and, like, we killed that Thorn guy, and you were blowing him up in space with, keep my head on straight for me, brother.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, so we need money and we need fuel. I don't know if we want to take on passengers ever again. I think that was a terrible idea. So maybe there's something here local that we could do for a while.
Yeah, we gotta lay low. I'm gonna reach out to our guide. He's pretty fun.
I wonder if he's dead. Did you see the news? He was in that town.
I mean, that was his hometown. I don't know if he stayed back and then was part of the big military to push through. I guess I still am mirroring his cell phone. Let's see if he's got any calls. No, we should call him. We should call him.
No. We are not going to call him. Do you think we should call him?
I mean, or we could go talk to the local government. We're still just sitting here on their planet and see what they need to help with.
Will I come in and say, hey, we're United Colonies. We're here to help. Point us in the right direction.
Or, hey, we can fly whatever you need us to fly. Do you need help, like, defending the borders against these rebels?
I mean, they stomped the rebels, didn't they?
I mean, they still, it looks like they're set. And plus, there's rebels. Like, even on that other planet, when there was active, like, at any second, they could just stomp them out. They were still rebelling. Plus, we're spies. We should go figure out why they're rebelling and, like, figure out what's going on in this system. It's wild here.
What do you think Dirk wanted with that survey?
I mean, they have been mining this planet pretty hard, and I guess they had a big old lead, and now they know exactly where it is.
I was just wondering if there's any connection to the rebels.
Yeah, I mean, that could be why the rebels are rebelling. They know there's good minerals somewhere. Something on this planet that they can't get anywhere else in the system.
Aiden, Holmes, you got anything?
Yeah, a lot of good questions. I'm game to check those out. I mean, We could always do some undercover work. That'd be kind of good. But yeah, we got to definitely stay out of the limelight, whatever we do, just to kind of stay low for the meantime. I think that would definitely be wise.
Well, we take on some like local Soki 2 disguises? Or do you want to come in as United Colonies?
Well, what do you guys think? You guys think going in, was there a benefit to, what do you guys think about going in as United Colonies?
You do know that the United Colonies is the local government, right?
Oh yeah, but I meant like local to Soki 2. But yeah, well, maybe we call that guy, see if he's alive, see if he needs anything. It's somebody here on planet that we know.
One more thing I just kind of want to point out. We attacked a rebel ship. Then, with our ship that was dressed up in all black, drove back to a town, and then the rebels attacked the crap out of that town. Did we start this?
Did we start this?
Well, that would suck if that happened. Well, do we know why the rebels are rebelling? Do we have a clear understanding of that?
I don't think we do. But what we do know is that they, after we, stirred them up, they invaded the casino town where we went. Oh, Jesus.
But we got people clearing our name, which is good. And did we get paid for delivering that? No, that was just his favor that he asked us to help us clear the name.
Okay.
So let's reach out, make some money.
Yeah, we definitely got to get some cash. We definitely got to do something as far as making some money.
So you guys would have heard a couple of things. First off, I want to clear up that what I meant by you're not United Colonies of Emery is the local government. You are not in any way, shape, or form part of them, nor could you pretend to be with any credibility. I just want to point that out because it sounded like there was some confusion there. But you guys would have heard that, the local star town has a place called Onyx Row, that is sort of the place off-worlders would go to do business and potentially pick up jobs. You also would have seen a lot of mercenary ships coming and going since the fighting started. So there are a lot of off-worlders here, and the government is putting out various message boards where it's looking for different type of specialist, off-world specialists, people like you who know things that locals don't know. So there are job opportunities to be had.
Do they pay well?
Everything's relative.
Hopefully they at least give us the ability to be a little bit, discreet. We obviously don't want to advertise who we are, or where we came from, or what we've been up to.
No, we're just a bunch of mercenaries who have a specialty in helicopter combat.
Let's check that board. See if there's any helicopters on there.
So you're going to need to go into the Star Town to do that.
Good deal.
Do you guys want to drive or walk? Or do you want to hail a taxi?
Let's hail a cab.
Yeah. So, there isn't much in the way of internet outside of the Star Town and the Starport, but there is a local internet here that you guys can log into on your phones. You guys hail a local rideshare. Basically, it's an Uber. And it comes and picks you up and drives you over to Onyx Row. It's only a few minutes drive. And we're going to pack this map up and go there.
This is still a real high law level town, so we can't have weapons.
So it is a really high law level town. However, you are in the starport, and the starport has slightly relaxed rules. You cannot have any like super high tech armor or overt weaponry, but you are allowed a pistol or a melee weapon as long as it is concealed. You could probably even get away with your cartridge laser pistol as long as it wasn't flashy and out. You guys arrive at Onyx Row. It is slightly after sundown. Let me token. Here you go. And where do you guys want to go? It's a pretty dark and grimy place. But this is where some of the best action can be had in most star towns, are in the places like this.
First off, compliments to the invisible or just silhouettes of people.
Yeah, I have a really hard time. I really have a really hard time showing a crowded space without showing a crowded space, and I thought I'd try this approach. I'm hoping that's the impression it left you with.
Yeah, I like it. It's nice.
I get
steal it.
Welcome to it. It's AI art, so you can use whatever you want. So as you walk down the part of this, one of the things you're going to notice is that this part of the Star Town is a little bit colder than the Starport area you were just in. There's a bunch of light pollution here, but it's still relatively dark. This area is also not in fantastic repair, but even though it's getting to be nighttime, there's just a constant bustle of people coming back and forth from each of the buildings.
This place is busy. So the cab just dropped us off.
Yep. You asked to go to Onyx Row, and it dropped. Actually, what it really would have done is it would have dropped you down here. This is because the cars aren't allowed down the row. So it would have dropped you off here at the stop.
Oh man, there's a sign for a bar.
Yeah, you just want to stop somebody and say, "Hey, where do you what's your whistle, and where does a fellow traveler go to find some work around here?" I want to find off-worlder that I can clearly tell is an off-worlder, and ask him those questions.
Everybody here seems to be an off-worlder. You're in the part of the Star Town that the locals might be working some of the shops, but almost everyone you see here as a pedestrian has the look of someone who either was an off-worlder and got stuck here, which quite a few of them look like that, or is an off-worlder with legitimate business to do. And there's also an inordinate number of mercenaries walking the street right now. You can tell they're mercenaries because they're wearing still tactical gear, but they're not flashing weapons or anything, but they're wearing Molly vests and stuff.
Well, let's see a bar over there.
Yeah, let's hit it.
Okay. So who's going in first? Come to the bar. It's the windows have been literally painted black, and there's a door. It just says bar on it.
Is it loud inside?
There's a little bit of hustle and bustle inside, but it's not like a club. There's not bass, knocking the windows out or anything.
Is anybody else coming or out?
If you wait long enough, there will be.
So it seems pretty busy then, is what you're saying, or not?
It's not as busy as some of the other spots, but there's going to be if you stand out there in front of it for a few minutes, someone's going to come or go.
Look, it says bar. We could just go into it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna check it out.
Sounds
I
good.
won't wait around.
Taylor walks in first, and I forgot to do something important. Someone look in your notes and tell me what the name of the two women that you guys saw on the Atlantis were.
Oh, I wasn't here for that.
Damn, I cannot remember their names, and I meant to look it up, but I didn't write it down in my notes. So
Anita and Rachel, Anita's cousin.
okay, I don't know which one's which, so this one's going to be Anita.
How's that for notes?
That's good note taking. You want some player points? You should have some player points for that. But that's why I want to know who went in first, because Taylor, who was on that mission, is going to immediately recognize Anita's voice. You never saw them. Oh, wait, no, you did meet them face to face, didn't you?
Yeah. Well, no, we got their comm codes. I
Okay.
know that.
I thought you met them face to face, but maybe you didn't. But if not, you'd hear someone chatting to the bar, and you after a moment, you place the voice as you're pretty sure that's the lady that was in charge of the Atlantis, which was the freighter that you guys tapped into covertly. Of course, they don't know that. And other than that, you've just got a bar going on in here. Take this in order. Where does Taylor go first?
Yeah, I'm gonna settle up right next to her.
Okay.
But I'm not gonna say anything yet.
Okay. Luca?
I got a spot. I'm gonna say around for me and my buddies.
Awesome. Okay. We're going to bring Holmes in here too. He's going to do the same thing. So everybody's going to get their drink of your choice. There's a young bartender lady. She looks like she probably is a local, but she's dressed in off-world style clothes. Like she's trying to blend in with her job. She's relatively proficient, but not very chatty. But you also notice that she's got a wide selection of Alliance off-world, like from outside the island's liquor on the bar, which is very unusual for what you've seen so far here. The prices, though, are astronomical.
She knows her audience.
You've got so much good stuff. Oh my goodness, this is. Did I say around for me and my friends? I meant just for me.
Wow. Okay.
Wow.
Yes,
You get a load of this guy. He's supposed to be my fucking brother. I say to Anita, like casually.
And she laughs and she's like, "Yeah, that happens a lot when people get here. It's a little bit eye-watering, but a little taste of home, you know, probably is worth it for some of the people from outside the islands. I was born here, so I just drink the local stuff."
Well, what are you drinking?
She's like, "I'm drinking ruby bourbon." She gives she gives the bartender a little nod, and the bartender brings over a shot glass and pours a glass of red liquor.
I can't wait to try this. I'm gonna take it.
So their interpretation of bourbon is liberal. This is blatantly been made with some kind of fruit. It's not bad, but it's not bourbon.
That's woo. Oh yeah, I can. It's right here. It's right here, guys. You guys want some of this?
She only offered it to you, and you took it like a champ.
Yeah, I'm feeling a little left out over here, but that's all right.
Could you pour some for my brother and my friends?
The bartender sets everybody up. The price on the shots of ruby liquor are dirt cheap. So she's got like a gallon-sized jug of it that she's like, "Yeah, all right," and she's pouring it out.
Salud, gentlemen.
Salud.
Upsy daisy.
Here's to new work, new planet.
Let's not get stuck on this one. And I throw it down.
That stuff starting to remind me of some toilet water wine. Whew.
Let me see if that insults anybody. Sure does. So you definitely get looks from the bar.
Nice.
You definitely get looks from the bartender and Anita for that comment.
But much better. Yes, but yeah.
You know what? I don't think I can shoot it. Can I get another glass to like sip on?
So she's like, "Yeah, you want it neat or you want a mixer? We got plenty of cocktails."
Oh, now I'm like super interested.
So she's like, "Oh, let me guess, you're from the Alliance."
Good guess.
Okay, yeah, you got that look about you. Plus, you weren't familiar with Ruby Bourbon. She pulls 3 or 4 bottles down. You don't recognize any of them. And she puts what looks like soda water in there and then mixes them all together. And you end up with a highball glass. By watching her pour, it's 50% liquor. She puts it in front of you. She's like, "This is one of my specialties."
Thank you.
She's
I'm
like,
gonna. Yeah.
So she's like, I heard that you were looking for work. Are you mercenaries?
Honestly, we are whatever we can be to make some cash. I will even, kill a man. We can do mercenary work.
So that gets a little chuckle from Anita to your right. She's like, "You could just move cargo, but right now mercenary work seems to be where the money's at." And the bartender,
Yeah, it doesn't pay like the mail.
Yeah, she's like, the bartender here works at the Merc Pit sometimes, and the bartender leans in. She's like, "Yeah. Honestly, the bartender job is much better pay, but you're required to do less at the Merc Pit because mostly just listings and stuff like that." So, what do you think of the drink?
It's delicious. Very good. You guys like this?
Yeah, it brightens her up a little bit.
I have drunk mine real fast. I'm like 3/4 of the way done.
Okay, so it's probably like 6 shots worth of liquor. And it goes down like a Long Island iced tea that's been carbonated. Well, I guess technically a Long Island iced tea is carbonated because it's got Coke in it. So you're feeling pretty good if you just downed it.
I had a 6 on my resilience, so I am feeling pretty good. I'm gonna say, "Hey, we need to find some work, and you're the one who does some works and some listings and stuff. Do you have any helicopter things? Because I haven't flown a helicopter in so long."
I do have a quick question, metagame. Who's eating the bar, quote unquote, peanuts?
Do they look like peanuts?
They do not. They're green.
Like pistachios?
No, they look like tiny green like confections. Like it's like a donut the size of a pea.
Yeah.
And they look slightly glazed as well.
Like Apple Jacks?
Smaller, but yeah.
I'll try some.
Luca's got a handful of those, shaking them around, just popping one in every couple minutes.
Okay, Luca, you need a 12 resilience. Taylor, you need a 6.
I did not pass that.
Holmes passed his until he gets back. I'm just gonna roll for him. So basically what they are is they are rolled bits of dough that have been laced with THC. And it's a marketing thing. Like, peanuts originally were put out because they made you thirsty. These give you the munchies, and they sell snacks.
Beautiful. What a thought.
It's like $12 for a bag of Doritos here.
I got a 7 on my resilience.
Okay, you pass. You definitely know. Like, after a few bites, you're like, huh.
Yeah. You should warn people before you drug them. Like I buy the drink willingly, but you like what happens if somebody just doesn't know and just eats these things?
Oh, these are a local delicacy. Everybody knows what these are.
What if they're allergic to it?
Well, that would suck, but she points to a sign that basically has an allergen warning, and if you look really closely, it does have it on there.
Like, try my nuts.
Hey, guys, these are delicious. We should get some pizza.
I don't know if we should order anything here. These drinks are awesome, though.
Wait, whoa. You guys said pizza? They have pizza here?
The bartender lady's like, there's a food stand across the way, and they do this amazing space cone apple pizza.
No way. Oh, guys, we're gonna have to try some of that out.
Also, you had asked about Merc work. I can't give you any direct referrals here. That's against the rules. But there is a Merc pit on the other end of the row. If you want to walk down there, they got a mercenary outfitter too. As long as you guys got a permit.
Is that a permit something that we have, or?
She looks at you like, how am I supposed to know?
Well, I don't know. I'm kind of whispering to the guys. I'm like, do we have a permit here? I mean,
maybe we can get one from the Merc pit.
Yeah, there we go.
Well, thank you for the drinks. They were fantastic. Oh, you should also think about making pizza yourself in the kitchen. Pizza's one of those things that like sells really well, and it's really cheap for restaurants to make.
Yeah, she leans in and she's like, I sell the pre-done snacks here, but my brother runs the food stand.
Nice.
Okay.
See.
But thank you. And you'll notice that you guys all had several drinks. Taylor only gets charged for half of his drinks. When he gets his receipt back, it's got a phone number on it.
Oh my. If I punch it in my phone, is it Anita's phone number or is it a new phone number?
It's a new one. Although Anita was entertained by you, but did not catch on to who you were. She failed that check.
As we walk out, because like this was just me trying to get Luca out so I could talk to him.
Yeah, I'll follow you. Some pizza.
Yeah, let's go get some pizza, guys. Luca, that was Anita from Atlantis, the Atlantis.
That was the ship that she bugged when I fell that one time.
Yeah, that was yeah. So it was her and her sister that was running the people in the low berths.
They were supposed to come back to the other place we were just at to kill us.
Yeah, Katie. They were supposed to run this Colchis Katie run. What are they doing here? And so,
I mean, this is Colchis. We're in the system of Colchis. We're just on New Sochi, which is a teeny tiny planet inside there. Maybe she is actually from here. That's what she said. Also, like, you could just go ask her. Do you want me to go ask her? Like, I'll give right back.
No. We don't want her to know who we are. Come on.
But she doesn't know who I am.
Let's get some pizza. We'll talk about this.
Pizza and a license to be mercenary.
Yeah, that should be fun.
Hey, maybe they sell them at the same place.
Alright, so is this the pizza place?
Sure is. If you right-click on it, you'll see the food that's available from the stand. There's all sorts of good smells coming out of it.
Slop on top, baby. I want some of that. Hard to eat on the go. Oh man, I am slurping on this.
I had a little bit of fun making these.
These are great. Oh, it's got bread. Yeah, okay. I see how to eat this. I'm saying with my mouth full.
Yep. You see Taylor trying to turn the slop on top into a bread taco.
I'm getting giggled at as I'm walking down the street. This is pretty good.
I've got 2 banh mi bowls. Like one in one hand, and I'm eating it like a pig.
The bowls are made out of paper, so it's like it's one of those things you have to be really careful with. And you see a lot of people that walking down the street with them have taken it and like rolled the paper up around it, and they're kind of like slurping on it.
Do I see a guy working here?
Yeah, there's a guy behind the counter. Do you want to ask him any questions? I mean, there's a line and he's taking a ton of orders, so he's not going to be able to have an extended conversation.
Yeah, I don't want to go up and be like, "So, how's your sister?" But yeah, I'm just gonna leave it.
Okay.
As I'm getting my food, I say, "Hey, your sister's really nice. High recommendations. Oh my goodness, is that a bond bowl? I'm having one of those. No, two." And then I'm off down another alley. Have to be reined back in.
Okay. If you go down one of the alleys, I need to roll things.
Where did Luca?
That is an
Damn it.
8. Luca, how drunk are you? You failed your roll real bad?
I failed my being high from THC pretty bad.
Okay. You hear footsteps behind you as you go into the alley, and I'm just going to use one of these silhouette figures. And there's a dark person who is following you. You can't really see them because you moved out of the street light, so it's really dark. But there's a figure behind you. You can tell it's a person. What do you do?
I'll be right back.
Taylor, is that you? Why are you back there? I was just trying to pee. And I start peeing.
You're gonna just pull out your shit and pee. Okay. Well, you're gonna get stabbed in the kidney.
Hot damn.
Oh shit!
So it's 7 damage.
That's terrible. He just stabbed me?
Mm-hmm.
Is that through soak?
If you're wearing armor, which you got to realize you can only wear things that are not visible, so you can wear your protect suit.
I had Jack on.
Okay, yeah, but you can use Jack's completely legal. They rolled a 9 to search your pockets where they're looking for your they're looking for any credits you like, any physical credits you have on you, and they're looking for your like credit card.
Holy shit. They put me unconscious.
Oh,
They find 200 gold and a credit card with $300 on it. Probably $150 on it.
Shit, can I recon at all?
yes, you guys. But what you're going to see, and I'm not going to take this too far away because he might get it back in a second. You're going to see a guy, and I'm going to change the color of his thing so we know it's him. Oh, that base didn't change very much at all. Go ahead and roll a recon to see if you see the guy running through the parking lot.
I got a 10 total.
Okay, so you definitely are going to see him. But what you see is a guy sprinting through the parking lot towards one of these cars.
Can I run up on my brother?
Yeah, absolutely.
Aiden, come here.
Have Rex back yet? Yay, welcome back, Rex.
Holmes,
Holy
come
crap!
here.
What happened?
So you come across Luca. Luca, his there's no nice way to put it. His dick is out and in his hand, and he's laying in a puddle of his own piss and blood, and he's got a bleeding mark from the back of his kidneys where someone has just walked up to him and stabbed him with what looks like a effing Bowie knife.
Oh my god, there's so much blood.
My gosh!
Luca! Luca! Aiden, that guy stabbed him. Aiden, go get that guy.
Which guy? Oh, this guy. All right, I'm gonna go after him.
Okay.
Hey, Holmes, come help me out.
Give me an athletics check for both you and Holmes. He has, in the time it's taken you to do that, he has jumped into his car and he's starting it.
Kill him, Aiden.
Killing me.
Oh gosh, I see my rolls are going to be awesome today. So yeah, I rolled a 5.
Okay, that's not going to be good enough to catch him. Holmes, how did you do? Are you muted? You are muted.
I do have a 6.
Okay, so a 6 is not going to be good enough to catch up to him, so he's going to start moving in the car. However, I will give both of you a target of opportunity if you want to draw and fire your ranged weapons, assuming you carried pistols because you didn't have to. Remember that whatever weapon you brought must be concealed. I don't know if Ronan, if you were here for that part, but you guys are only allowed to bring weapons that aren't obvious, like a pistol you can hide under your jacket, for example.
And we have our silenced ones, I'm assuming, right?
You have access. If you have those, if you want to have brought those, you absolutely can have brought those. It's a good choice in this scenario too.
Okay.
Yes, I would have brought that. Let me shift my inventory around.
And I would have also...
So you're both going to get shots. I'd like you to call where you're shooting and then take your shot.
Alright, so he's driving. I'm assuming the steering wheel is on the left-hand side of the car.
The steering wheel is on the left-hand side of the car, correct?
Alright, well I'm actually going to shoot a tire.
Okay.
Rear tire.
Okay. Holmes, you get a shot too.
I will shoot at the front tire. Front driver's side tire.
Okay.
He tried to murder my brother. You're just shooting the tires out.
I'm trying to stop the car. Want to question the idiot. Okay, so rolled, got an 8 from my tire shot.
That's a hit. You blow the back tire out. Front tire.
Shots are your gun combat number and which attribute?
Dexterity modifier. Also, you don't need to bother rolling damage. It's a tire. If you hit it, it's going to burst.
I got a 9.
It bursts. The car careens sideways into this light pole and comes to a stop. Let me roll this guy's... Oh, okay. So he busts his face right up against the window, the door window, and he stumbles out of the car. He's bleeding from the face, and he's trying to run, but he's like staggering back and forth, and he's going to actually kind of almost sidestep into you, Holmes. And at the last second, you're going to realize that it's kind of an act, and he's going to try to stab you.
Yes.
As you get a close look at him, he's definitely like skin and bones and torn up clothes, and like he's some kind of street urchin, obviously a really violent one. Also, Ghost, if you want to give me first aid rolls, if that's a skill you have.
Is that a skill anybody has? I've got medicine. Medic?
Medic.
I've got medic.
Medic is the skill.
Okay, thank you.
Holmes, you gonna roll me a melee
Yes.
or unarmed combat, however you want to deal with it. Technically, you could also shoot him if you wanted, but it sounded like you wanted to take him intact.
Well, I'm not very good at the meleeing, so I'm gonna shoot him in the leg.
Okay, called shot increases difficulty by 2, so you need a 10 or better.
Better than the -3 that I'll get from a melee.
Mm-hmm.
Roll good, roll good. That's not good. 6.
That's not gonna hack it. So
Nope.
you shoot. It doesn't quite connect. He rolls terribly, so he doesn't manage to stab you. He overdid his thing, and he stumbles between you and Aiden. Aiden, you now can make a move if you'd like.
I'm gonna go for a shot. I'm gonna do a torso shot.
Okay.
I only got a 6 on my medic.
Okay, so you hear Taylor screaming for help.
I got a 9 on torso.
Okay, roll your damage.
Get back to my card here.
I'm pretty good with knives, and I know this wound. I'm gonna not do anything, and it's probably gonna be better for my brother for me to not do anything. Help! Oh, you know what? I get on the phone. Is there emergency services?
There are emergency services.
With bloodied fingers, I'm tapping on my phone. It's gonna be okay.
You hit the equivalent of 911, and it realizes you're in the starport. And within actual seconds, there's a drone overhead with a little spotlight on you, and you can hear people coming.
It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay.
Did you roll your damage, though, Dubs?
Yeah, sorry, I had it muted weird, but it's a 5 on damage.
Okay. So you gut shot this guy, and he, he's hurt. But he barrels past you. Oh man, he rolls a 12. So he barrels past you, and he just starts hauling ass off into the darkness.
Crap.
He is leaking blood because you gut shot him. He's almost certainly going to bleed out eventually without any medical help. But,
so we could follow him, Holmes.
But you have a choice. Do you stay and help your friend, or do you chase this guy down, or do you look at the car before the police get here? What do you do?
We're not supposed to have guns, correct?
It's a gray area. You're not supposed to have. You're not supposed to use your gun. You're allowed to carry it for self-defense purposes. And your experience with police in Star Towns is you could probably definitely sell this as that was self-defense. Gut shotting him after the fact, maybe not, but you're going to totally say he tried to stab you because he did. That's your story and you're sticking to it. But yeah, no, you're going to be in a little bit of, it's just like in real life. Like, you may be allowed to have your gun, but if you fire it, it's a whole nother deal.
Well, in that case, I say we go back over where the guys are and see if we can help out what's going on over there medically. And that guy's going to bleed out probably, so we can always try and follow him later.
I'm going to put my weapon away and go check out that car.
Okay.
Okay, so I'll follow Holmes then, just so we can stay together. I'll put my weapon away and we'll go check out the car.
Give me a recon check for your perception. Perception plus intellect. Taylor, police start arriving. A medic and 2 local police in Starport uniforms show up, and the guy rolled a 4 on his self-control, so one of them was like, "Ah, shit, not again." And
I tucked Luca's dick away before they showed up.
I'm sure he appreciates that. I know I would.
Brotherly love, man. I'm like, yeah, ew, ew. I've got blood all over my hands, so it's like obvious that I tucked it back in too.
Anyway, so the medic gets there and starts. Basically, they immediately hit him with it's the drug that slows your metabolism down. So like, we got to get him to the hospital ASAP.
I'm his brother. I'll go with you. Go with him, and we're just gonna try to pack up and get out of here.
Okay. Just gonna put you up here for a second because you guys are now in a little flyer that has arrived, and you're carting off to the hospital. So we're gonna zoom in on Aiden and Holmes for a second. There are 2 police who are looking at the scene, but they haven't seemed to put together that this car wreck is somehow related to what happened over there yet. They also rolled badly. So you have quite a few minutes to look over this vehicle, which makes it a 4 to pass.
I got a 7 on recon.
Okay.
8.
Okay. So first and foremost, you find Luca's dropped money.
Yay!
But you also look through the car, and this guy's been on like a tangent. Like, there's all sorts of personal possessions that are probably not his in there. There's a couple of illicit weapons. There's all sorts of shit in here. Do you want to just loot the shit out of this thing, or what?
Yeah. Yep.
Absolutely. We're going to fill our pockets, man.
Okay.
And then exit away from the police.
Yeah, stage left or something.
So there's booze and there's money. First and foremost.
Yay!
Where's the gun pile? There's the gun pile. And it's super illegal for here. But you find one of these stuffed up under the passenger seat.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh, that's a nice one.
Are you good with guns?
Let's see, slug, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I got a 0 in slug. How about you?
I've got a 1.
Okay, go for it. It's yours.
Sweet.
So where do you tuck that? Because it's big.
Under my jacket.
Okay.
That's all I have on me.
It makes an obvious bulge.
Put it in your pant leg. Maybe you just start walking with a gimp in your leg.
You look through the car and there's some
Duffel bag.
not duffel bag, what's the word I'm looking for? There's a jacket sitting in there. It's a big, like, duster style overcoat.
Grab one of those too.
Yeah.
Still a little bulky, still can kind of be seen. But it's doing something to help.
Is how do
Yeah.
you like that I was talking to a lady and they get a bunch of stuff and you get stabbed in the kidney?
I'm hurting a lot. I am highly regretting being the dark guy and wanting to turn it around and just whoever was behind me gets a silenced pistol through the throat.
All right, Holmes. I'm grabbing the cash and the liquor. So since you got the gun and the coat,
All yours. And I've got Luca's money.
you guys money good. Okay.
Okay, so Aiden and Holmes are going to quietly excuse themselves from this scene now that they've looted the shit out of the wrecked vehicle. There are a few onlookers, but everyone seems to be less interested in intervening and more interested in not getting involved. So let's go to Taylor and Luca. First off, Luca, you're gonna regain consciousness in the air ambulance.
We're in a flyer, Luca.
As Taylor is saying, we're in a flyer. You vaguely remember what happened, but you don't really, like, because he was behind you, and like 1 minute you were okay, and the next minute there's searing pain and then blackness, and this is where you woke up.
I'm in a flyer. I was pissing. Oh shit. Oh.
You're probably going to be peeing blood for a little while there, bro.
What happened? Oh, my. Oh, God.
It's okay. Look, you got stabbed in the kidney. I think Holmes and Aiden went to go deal with the guy, and hopefully they got your stuff back because you got robbed too. So
one of the medic leans over and he's like, so how many fingers am I holding up? Your pulse is looking good. Did no one warn you about the crime on Onyx Row?
no, we're new here.
Oh, shit.
We had some green nuts that were not nuts, but made me feel really silly.
Yeah, this is why I was saying there should be a fucking sign on those little jack things over there.
Oh, God. We just... So there's bad crime here.
There's been a crime spree lately on Onyx Row, yeah. you know, the authorities officially say that it's rebel sympathizers, but the reality is that, you know, a lot of people are out of jobs right now, and there's a lot of money on Onyx Row, and a lot of drunk mercenaries on Onyx Row. You're kind of lucky. You might have woken up in a hotel bathtub full of ice. Got 3 or 4 of those a week.
Oh man, that's not good. So there's like a organ trafficking thing going on?
Yeah, amongst other things, yeah. I mean, there's a war going on. There's a shortage of organ donors, and you know, the technology to utilize that has just recently come here, so there isn't a standing supply.
A lot of robberies too, then, huh?
Yeah, and he's checking Luca's vitals, and he's gonna give you back 4 of your hit points.
Is this flyer a local model? Something you built like here on planet?
Oh no, everything for the Starport security forces and medical services, and you guys are starting to touch down. And it's obviously not local because it's an aerodyne, meaning it uses jet engines for lift, not rotors. So like it's like a tech level 13 flyer. But everything in the Starport is super high tech, as it would be, because that's how they deal with the outside. It's once you leave the walls of the Starport that it goes back to its regular tech level. But they're like, yeah, no, this is not one of ours. But they are building helicopters, was really exciting.
Taylor,
Okay.
Taylor, I don't hear the rotors. Are we okay? Are we falling?
It's jets, buddy.
So,
It's just jets.
so you guys have landed, and they start, you know, carting Luca off towards a room. They don't seem very concerned at the moment. Like, he's regained consciousness. They've done some stuff for him. They got an IV running. He's all bandaged up.
I bet you're on morphine, dude, because that kidney pain is.
Yeah. Well, so there's a biomimetic gel that's rather high tech level that you noticed. You guys were both in the military, so you would have known it exists. If you hit a wound with it right afterwards, you can actually save an organ like that from being. It's like a battlefield drug. So there's a high probability he's not even going to lose the kidney.
Feeling okay, buddy?
The doctor said I'm not even going to lose the kidney.
Yeah, I'm
Plus,
worried.
like, those are the green tripping balls, and the morphine are making me really pretty good.
I wonder if we can sue that girl.
I mean, you got her number, right?
I do.
Yeah, you don't want to sue her. She's just a local trying to make $1.
So was the guy that stabbed you.
Again, he's just trying to make $1. Plus, I'm pretty sure. Oh no, we're in a hospital. I can't say that. Yeah, we'll be. Oh God. Hey, can you bring me my laptop while I'm in the hospital recovering? I'll see if I can.
Thinking going down a dark alley by yourself.
I had to pee, and I had a hand to.
Just at the bar. You could have peed at the bar.
I thought I saw a bunny.
First, you kill a cop.
Don't say that. We're in a hospital.
Then you're seeing bunnies. Luca, what is the matter with you?
The tripping balls got me.
Were you allergic to them? Like I said, like I was trying to say at the bar, like it's extremely dangerous to dope someone up without telling them.
Yeah, I had 12, and I got a 6 out of like trying not to eat more. God
Listen,
damn.
I think you go into a place like that kind of understanding the risk that you're going to take. So I don't know if suing her is going to get us anywhere. I might be able to call her, though, set up a date, maybe talk to her. Because that was my plan. But it's just...
I mean, play the sympathy up. Your brother just got stabbed for you. That's the ultimate wingman.
We're supposed to be making money here. And now
Now
this
you're
is going to
just
cost
dating.
money. I'm looking at like you're kidding me. This
The doctor would have told you that UIC has universal health care. This is almost certainly not going to cost you a dime.
All right, well, it sets us back time.
It does that. Is there anyone you guys want to call? Well, actually, while you guys are thinking about what you want to call and what moves you want to make, I want to go back to our other two players, Holmes and Aiden. You guys have slinked away from the vehicle just in time for the police to be like, "Oh shit! Hey, that's the car that they saw. There's probably that crashed car probably has something to do with this crime scene. We should probably look at that." And you guys are like, "Oh my god, they are so dumb," but yes, they should do that. What do you do? Are you going to hang around here? Are you going to explore more of Onyx Road? You going to try to hook up with your teammates who are now going to the hospital?
I say we need to try and make a phone call to those guys and see if we can catch back up to him. I was thinking we'd go after the guy who's bleeding the trail of blood there, but we kind of need to see what's going on with our.
You can absolutely do that too.
Yeah, we have phones. We can walk and talk.
Yep.
Definitely need to call them. And I'm completely down with following the trail of blood. As well, random other question. Was there any ammo for this shotgun in the car? Did I grab any of that?
There was no visible ammunition magazine. It's also worth noting that there's only like 3 rounds in it.
Good.
It was not.
No.
It was, and it's also not been very well taken care of.
I say we stick to the shadows with that bulge in your jacket. We don't want to get caught with that thing.
I just wanted to know how many shots I've got with it.
Sounds like you got 3. Okay, cool. So let's make a phone call to the guys, see what's going on with them and where they're at and what's happening. Obviously, there was an ambulance that looked like that was over here, and now they're gone. While we're walking, we're going to follow that trail of blood.
Okay. Give me an investigate roll for following the blood.
I would answer the phone if you call me, though, while you're walking. Hey, we're headed to the hospital. You're going to get patched up, and then we'll catch back up with you.
Sweet, we're going to continue following this guy. Yeah. I got a 13.
What characteristic is it for the
you
investigate?
You use intellect.
Intellect? Okay.
You can argue education if you can tell me what you're doing with it.
I got a 9.
Okay. I think I just heard Ronan say he got a 15.
Oh, 13. That definitely works.
How much?
13.
13. That's still really good. So you're going to find him. As you're walking, like you're following the blood trail, and you've like got a special light out on your phone that makes it really like almost glow. It just stops, but it stops near a hovercraft, and it's pretty obvious that there's a hand underneath the hovercraft. That's like the person has slid up underneath it.
I'm gonna give Aiden a hand signal to, go around back, and we'll kind of one on each side here and perpendicular, not actually behind him, and then we'll look under and see what we got.
Okay, so it is a actual hovercraft, like with a skirt and fans, not a G vehicle. So you both peel back the skirt at the same time, and there's a dead man under there.
Nice. I'm going to look around behind me and make sure to see where the cops are, because they're going to find this blood trail eventually.
Yeah. Judging from your assessment of their investigation skills, you got a minute, but they are over there at the car looking at things, and they have noticed the blood a little bit further away.
Well, we got to be doing this pretty quick, so we want to do a search of the body and then get the heck out of here.
You want to search him and I'll stand lookout, basically?
Sounds good.
Okay, give me perception. you're on lookout and he's doing the search?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
The police are still befuddled, but they have found the pool of blood, which is kind of in the shadows, but they found it. And any minute now, they're going to start walking this direction.
Hurry up, Aiden. We gotta move.
All right, so I'm quickly searching the body.
You got to roll your perception for that.
Oh, gotcha.
That's
So-
you were the one I was asking originally for perception.
Oh, that's why I got confused. So,
Nice, like rolling dice.
No, it's
There you
still
go.
it's still good to do because it helps. Otherwise, you wouldn't have known that they were coming this way.
so I got a 12.
Okay, so this guy's way too poor to have a cell phone, but what he does have is one of those little pocket notebooks and a pen. And as you start flipping through it, you see names and addresses, and they look like they're like local comm codes and stuff like that. It's some kind of ledger, but that's all you can make out in the short period of time you have right here.
Yeah, whatever I find, I'm just gonna take.
Oh, you also find a knife.
Okay.
It stabbed your teammate.
Okay, so it's got a little blood on it then.
Yeah, and that's all you find. So back to Taylor and Luca. Hey, what did you guys plan of action? I mean,
Well, we should meet.
go ahead.
We should go back to Onyx Row. As soon as you're feeling better, Luca.
I mean,
I know you're pretty stoned right now.
Did we make a phone call to the guys? I thought we did, but we found that body pretty quick.
Yep, we let him know we're following the guy. We haven't let him know what we've done after we found the guy.
You're welcome to call him now as you walk back. I mean, with all that said, like the trip to the hospital, the initial treatment, and then your investigation, this has only taken an hour.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, so we're synced up now. And yeah,
they let me out of the hospital in an hour.
They haven't let you out of the hospital. You're still sitting in the hospital room, but you are up talking. The doctor feels pretty confident that they got to you fast enough that it wasn't that big of a deal, and the knife didn't fully penetrate your kidney. It was mostly shock. So
saved your life.
I asked you to do that at the beginning of the day, and see, I knew it was going to happen. Also, I'm never having another bowl again. That's, I don't know. But we need to get a license to be mercenaries.
Yeah, but like I said, drugs are bad. Oop, I didn't mean to grab that person. We should leave the hospital and go sync up.
Doc, I can leave, right? Like, I'm feeling better. You said it yourself.
the doc's like, I would prefer to keep you overnight, but I can't keep you here against your will. Let me get you a prescription for the pain.
Some more morphine.
He comes back with like 3 sets of pills, and he's like, this one's it's going to up your metabolism. Make sure you eat more because your body needs to heal. And this one is a painkiller. Don't operate any heavy machinery when you're taking these. And and he's like, and this one will help you sleep. You need to sleep on your stomach for a couple days.
Oh, that's the worst news I've heard all day. And I got stabbed on my stomach for real, Doc.
Well, if you lay on it, you might rip your stitches.
Okay.
I don't know how you're gonna fly the ship when you're on that.
Well, you don't. He could not take the painkiller.
That'll be fun.
Yeah, you just said drugs were bad.
Yeah, I did. Because drugs are bad, okay?
Thanks for the prescription, Doc. All right, we're out of here.
I lift you up out of the wheelchair in the front of the the hospital.
Yeah, it's
I'm
still
gonna-
policy.
I guess we'll get an Uber and we'll go back to the row.
Okay. So the hospital is right at the end of the row, so it doesn't take you very long to get back. You actually end up coming out this side when you get there. The first office building to your right actually says Merc Pit and Outfitters on it.
Merc what?
Merc Pit and Outfitters.
Oh, Merc Pit.
A Merc Pit is a place where people post contracts and mercenaries accept contracts. It's
Hey,
like
this is conveniently where we needed to be.
think of it like a stock exchange floor, but for blood money.
Oh, interesting. Let's wait here for the guys then, I think. I think we found the place. So I'll text them or I'll call. Let me call Holmes. Boop.
Hello?
Hey, I'm with Luca. We just got out of the hospital. And I'm in front of the Merc Pit here on the row. He's a bit tender, so maybe we won't keep drinking throughout the night.
No, don't
We-
stop on my behalf.
We found and took care of his friend. Found some other information that we might need to sit down and take a look at. But we're working our way down there.
Holy shit, you got the
Keeping
guy?
a low profile. Yeah.
Did you find Luca's stuff?
Yes, sir.
Oh, Luca, good news, man. They found your stuff.
And some more toys.
Oh, and they found other things.
I'm glad my stabbing was a success.
Yeah, he
What
looks
would
a
we
little
do
yellow.
without you?
We'd get stabbed less. I would have to rub things in because I'm your brother.
So are you guys gonna just walk down the street?
No.
You're not gonna walk down the street?
I don't want to walk straight down the street because I'd have to go by all the cops and everything again. Because they're all in the middle there.
Are you gonna try to?
I
Are you
would-
gonna try to take
I
the back
suggest we
alleys?
stay in the light. I would suggest we stay in the light, and I would rather not be in the back alleys. I don't think the cops know who we are or care. And I think there's too many people on the street. I think it's good enough for us to blend in. What do you think?
But all the people watched us.
Yeah, well, we just kind of maybe sneak around and, I don't know.
Yeah, do like a deception and sneak.
There you go.
Sneaking. All right. Let's do the sneaking.
All right. So roll stealth. You need a 4 to pass.
Oh yeah, because it's dark.
Well,
You guys could literally put boxes over yourselves and move around like
Oh.
Metal Gear Solid.
I got a silenced pistol, or I definitely can Metal Gear Solid this. I don't have a box, though. I got a 7.
Oh yeah, you're good. So you make it all
Got
the
an
way
8.
down there. You walk right past Rachel, but you don't know that. And you get down here to the building that says Merc Pit. It's got several other things in the building too, but that's the thing you care about. Guys are just standing in front of the building. It's
Maybe we should go in.
Hey, he's looking pretty rough, right?
considering that he just got stabbed in the kidney an hour ago, Luke is actually looking surprisingly well. But compared to his normal day-to-day look, yeah, he's looking a little rough.
We
Wow,
got one of
Luca,
us that looks a
my
little
God.
rough, and one of us that has a trench coat on. Yes.
And,
What could go wrong?
and is happy to see you.
Shall we go inside?
Yeah, let's go in. And do we want to discuss, like, what do we do inside of a mercenary pit? I've never been inside. Has anybody been inside?
I
Nope.
have never.
We bid on mercenary. Or no, are we the mercenaries? Do we get bid on? All right,
Do we
making
have-
sure I'm look good.
Cool group name?
This is probably the place that would be a good place for us to get ourselves, like, what, a Merc license or whatever it is that we're looking for.
Yeah, we do need to do that.
That's I'm very curious as to what your characters in their minds imagine this Merc Pit to be like visually.
I like sand pits where there are like 2 or 3 people fighting at a time.
I'm imagining like the bottom of it's just a massive like hole in the ground, and people are like bidding on ticker tape stuff. Like there's information on ticker tape, and it's just going between hands.
I'm thinking it's more of like terminals or billboards with a bunch of postings on them, and you kind of just go contact the person on the information in them.
I'm kind of thinking like the same thing. I like this. I kind of like the idea of the cage matches, where they might have some fighting going on. Again, I kind of picture there being walls and stuff like that, wall boards where people are actually posting information for different jobs that need to happen.
Okay. So you guys walk in through the front door. Hold on. I'll help you.
Sorry.
Because I didn't mark clearly where the front door is. And you are led into a white, chrome, and purple room. It's shiny and spangly and clean AF. There's a receptionist behind the desk who says, "Welcome. Are you registered mercenaries, or do you need to register? Also, just know that before you enter the building, that regardless of local laws, we allow no weapons whatsoever beyond this point. You'll need to surrender them for a safety deposit."
Oh, crap.
Well, she said she didn't care what they were.
Okay, yeah, no problem. We need to register.
All right. Well, I could get you taken care of. Can I get the name of the commander of the unit and the name of the unit?
See, guys, I thought we should have talked about this.
Let's go to Papa Bears.
Then who's the Papa Bear?
That's a terrible idea. Papa, really? We don't want to go that.
Musketeers.
Oh, there you go. I'm all for that. We could do the Musketeers.
Colchis Cutters.
We're all off in the corner arguing about what we want to call ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. There's a little huddle over here. A scrum.
This is looking very weird.
All right, they're looking at us, so we need to come up with something quick.
Heroes.
They're not pressuring you at all. They actually seem overly pleasant, although the guy is wearing full body armor. When I say full body armor, I mean like polycarbonate, like super high-tech body armor. It's very decorative, but it's also like probably TL12 or 13.
Sweet.
Gosh, guys, look at this place. It's looking like the space version of the Continental.
It does very much look like that, yes.
Swanky. The chrome. It's kind of shiny.
Okay, what's our name? What's our name? Who's in charge?
All right, you can be in charge.
Rock, paper, scissors, lizard, spark.
Pretty sure it's not me.
Not me. My nose is. I'm touching my nose too.
That's my
Do you
nose.
want to do this? Oh, damn it. I walk up to the bar thing.
Okay. Have you made a decision?
Yes, we're going to register. I'll be the leader. Oh, man. Okay. Yep. Taylor Boaz.
And your unit name?
Do I have to hand her any ID?
No.
Battle Brothers, you hear shouted from behind you.
We are the Battle Brothers.
Band of brothers. There you
Oh,
go.
like you picked us. I picked mine.
Okay. And do you have a challenge coin from a unit or a government official, or are you paying a bypass fee?
How much is the fee?
The fee is 5,000 credits, local currency.
Holy shit. Do you take gold?
We do.
Okay.
And there should be a time to hand over the local currency that we just obtained.
Yeah, we can let that guy pay for it.
Oh, really?
He doesn't.
Whoa.
He doesn't have 5,000. But yeah, you should offload as much of that as possible. Always spend your
Yes.
local currency first.
Yeah, so we can spend. This guy doesn't have that much, but yeah, we can give whatever we have here to the pot.
I look wide-eyed as you guys just slap bloody cash down on the on the desk.
It does have blood. It's pretty bad.
He wasn't shot when he was in the car.
It
Okay. Well, it's blood from, I don't know, whatever. It's red.
Yeah, didn't
Okay.
he stab people?
He stabbed Luca, and he had blood on him, but the cash was already in the car. Like, they found that when they searched the car, not him.
I just figured that was his MO, and he just did everybody like that.
I mean, he does, but you know. So you're gonna pile your monies up and just need 5K worth right there.
I'm going to hand Luca back all his money too.
All right, so that's 500 plus 200, so I got 700 here.
Out of 5,000.
Where am I putting it?
Right here. Just make a pile.
These gold chips, were they $100 a piece or 100 a piece?
The little chips are 100 apiece.
So I could throw down how much we need? Where are we at?
I see 9, 10, 11 plus 5, so you are at what was it, 11? So you're at 1600.
Here's
Here's lots of monies. Boop.
Okay, so there's another 1,000. So now you're at 2,600.
I'm gonna put in 1,000.
okay, here's another 1,000. So where are we at?
Luca puts his 20 credits in, or 200 gold chits.
What's the tally at?
It depends. Where's Thodub's? There's. Sorry, so it's
Oh, I just-
3,000 there, 500 there. Why is that not stacking? That's so 3,900 is where you're at.
All right, here's another 1,000. I'm just gonna set it off the side here, I guess.
4,900. You need 100 more credits.
All right, I got it. Here we go.
There you go. All right. She accepts the money. She registers off a bunch of stuff. She hands Taylor a data pad and a set of chips that goes with it. It's a ton of paperwork, but basically you've got accounts set up in your name now. Battle Brothers LLC is an officially registered business on the world. It's also a legally licensed mercenary that is able to accept and bid on contracts.
Throughout the whole system, or just here?
So that's actually throughout the Colchis system, but not throughout all the islands.
Okay.
With that said, you could go do business at another world and say that you're based out of here, and you probably would have to pay more fees. But you could continue the mercenary business if you really wanted to. Also, she did not ask for one bit of ID, so everything that you tell her, she just assumed was true. It's your money; she doesn't care. They also ask you all to safety deposit your weapons, and they mean all weapons. Like he's actually patting you down for ceramic knives.
Good thing I got one of them ceramic knives. I should probably turn it in.
And they don't care what we have, right? So they're not worried. They're not
They
like
don't care.
police.
Like
Okay, gotcha.
if Holmes, and I doubt he would do this, but if he were to just pull that shotgun out, they wouldn't even bat an eye.
Copy. Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
And there's a whole line of lockers behind them that, like, obviously everyone else has gone through this same thing.
I'll turn my weapons over, and then I'm like, okay, guys, and I'm gonna wait at the door for everybody to turn their weapons over.
I turn mine over and I say, hey, whoa, be a little gentle. I just got stabbed.
The guard does notice that you've been stabbed, and he's very professional and avoids your wound, but he does check it to make sure it's not concealing a blade.
Oh, okay.
He pats me down, and I kind of get tickled. I'm like, hey, that tickles. Stop.
So can we punch people in here if we have a disagreement, or what happens?
The guard is like, please refrain from any violence inside the pit. You will be ejected from this building, perhaps permanently if you cause any trouble. It's okay to defend yourself if you have to.
Okay, so I was still imagining this pit thing. So could you maybe? All right, what are we expecting?
He just opens the door, and inside is the equivalent of a, like, high back chairs, high society, like, cigar room. And there's all sorts of people in here. Most of them are in mercenary garb. There's a young woman who greets you as you walk in and asks if you all want any drink orders. She notes that you're new here and points up to the billboards explaining that contracts that are publicly available are up on the display for your perusal. Your tablet can temporarily reserve one, and then there are terminals in the back where you can formally accept or bid on contracts. The outfitters, which you now have a license for, are back through the door on your left, and they can provide you with weaponry that is not available on this world. Please note that it is illegal for you to resell this weaponry on world, and that crime is punishable by death. Please refrain from selling any of our hardware to anyone else. Is there any questions that you gentlemen have?
I look around in awe and just a little disappointed.
Yeah, no, this is definitely not the savage, like, fighting pit you were expecting to see. It's also pretty obvious looking around that normally the whole entourage doesn't come. While there are groups of 4 people, they seem to be with battalion-sized group of mercenaries, and it's possible that no one here knows that you're the entirety of your unit.
Hey guys, we should come across as battalion-sized.
I pull out my phone and I start to look important. Charlie Wing is available for disposition.
Oh, good. Get him with Sarge.
Patching him through.
Merc pit display. What does this say?
I don't have any, like, what does it say? So when you look up at it, first off, you're in awe at the prices some of the contracts are going for. There's a company level deployment that's paying 10 million credits. So some of these are going for really big amounts of money. Of course, you're also seeing that several of those big money items, the people who previously accepted the contract, their unit is now disbanded. No explanation.
So this is, sorry, just a display. I have no control over this, right?
Nope. It's just got contracts that are scrolling through of possibilities and numbers, and you can take your tablet out, and your tablet that she hands you basically syncs into the system, and you can request further information on contracts. You can also filter and look through lists, like if you see something on the pit display that interests you. What it doesn't do, so the pit display, the only piece of information that's only available there is it shows contracts that have been completed or failed, and that doesn't show through on your tablet.
I guess I'll join Luca over here on the couches.
Okay.
With tablets up, we'll look through. Filter by what's here on planet. What's a starter? Like I'm guessing like 30 to 40,000 is where I'm looking for payout.
So there's nothing there for 4 people that's going to pay 30 to 40,000. As you scroll through, one of your big disappointments is going to be that the contracts for units the size of 4 people, they're like, go run a helicopter or go train some students or stuff like that. That is the thing that you see is like, go do a patrol, and they pay roughly 1,000 to 1,500 credits per head, per patrol per week. So basically, for each week of life-threatening work, you can make 1,500 credits per person. Or you could try to take on something that's rated for a much bigger unit, but you don't have a much bigger unit.
That is a problem. Hey, they got helicopters in here, Luca. Did you see this?
Any of those? I'm
You
already.
get to fly something.
Yeah, except that one.
Well, hold on. What are the details? I bring up the details on my tablet.
So
What are they flying? Like some old stuff?
Well, yeah. So it's for you. It's antiquated, completely analog RH1 helicopters. They are. I mean, they're it's kind of nostalgic for you. It's like a recreational helicopter. Also, your Glass Sparrow was 100% analog too, because you built it out of a junkyard. So it's not,
Yeah.
not outside.
Like
of
we were kids.
Yeah, it's like when we were kids, man. Hey. This could be fun.
They have combat missions, they have training missions, they have just transport missions, and they will lend you the helicopter for those missions. That's the ones that pay 1,000 to 1,500 credits a week. If you had your own helicopter and were willing to put it at risk, the price goes up exponentially.
We do have a launch.
It's not a helicopter. That's also a
No.
million credits that we're just going to put out there unarmed in active
No.
battle.
That's a good point.
Sounds like a bad plan.
Yeah. Forget I said something.
I mean, you got to start somewhere. 1,000
Right,
credits a week is 1,000 credits a week.
It helps us build this cover, too.
So I noticed that Holmes has walked in here to the shop, and Thodups has just completely forgotten to roleplay at all and is just looking through the thing. Holmes, you walk in, and Charles, the outfitter guy, is talking to a customer who's wearing pretty advanced armor, and they're having a very lively discussion about the advantages/disadvantages of using Gauss weapons on a planet that's basically using M16 rifles, and how it is terribly effective, but finding ammo is a bitch. Like, this is the only place that sells Gauss ammo.
I'm listening in and looking around at the moment because is the stuff displayed on the cases, or can I see what they have?
So the racks are open, like the pictures are, so you can see the armor and the weapons that are up there. There are signs over the advanced sections that say you require a mercenary permit to purchase. What that actually means is the only person who can buy it in your party is Ghost. That doesn't mean he can't buy it with your money and give it to you, but he has to actually buy it, quote unquote, for the unit.
Holy shit.
So
I'm going to.
Charles sees Aiden looking at longingly at some of the advanced gear, and he's like, "You ever handled a Gauss weapon there, son?" Are you muted, Thodups?
I am, sorry. Yeah, I've got a little experience with that.
Well, so some of these pieces are special built, combat built. They're not like your standardized Gauss pistol, although I think I do have a Gauss pistol laying around here somewhere. But these are burst or auto kind of weapons. They've got a pretty decent spread on them, which I know that sounds like it's bad, but I got to tell you, in the CQB scenarios that you might find yourself using some of these things in, being able to fill a hallway with hypervelocity rounds, it's pretty valuable. And I got to tell you, on a world with a tech level like this, one of these bad boys will saw right through one of their quote-unquote armored vehicles, and he puts up air quotes when he says armored.
I like the quotes. Yeah, you got some nice equipment in here. Just getting a chance to browse around. I'm assuming ammunition and everything like that's also available through here.
Absolutely. We have a small manufactory. We can produce as much ammunition as you need from here. It is worth noting, as I just had the conversation with this young man right here, Gauss ammunition, this is pretty much the only place on the planet to get it. So you're going to want to stock up.
Yep, copy.
We also sell body armor, and he kind of taps your shoulder a little bit as if to imply, maybe you need that.
Yeah, as far as body armor is concerned, you have any kind of body armor that you can actually conceal?
We can order something, but there's not too much in the concealed department here. Some, but not too much. Have a peruse. And while you guys are perusing the shop, I'm going to hit the head. I'll be right back.
The ballistic vest is, supposed to be worn semi-discreetly. The cloth, probably not discreet at all.
I was kind of looking for something that we could wear underneath maybe our jack or something like that to apply additional. That way it doesn't look like we're wearing full-fledged gear, More inconspicuous, I guess. Some of these are definitely not that.
I think the whole point of armor is that it makes you stand out.
Right.
Here's a cloth jacket, though.
Yeah, I saw that.
It's probably pretty discreet.
My trench coat's kind of nice.
Yeah, that thing's pretty cool.
Don't you have one of those already?
Yeah.
Is it the same thing, or is it a different thing? I don't know if you had a card for it or not.
I do have a card. It's the same thing.
Same thing? Okay, gotcha.
I mean, that
I'm gonna
cloth
ask it.
jacket's probably the best you could get for sneaking around with it.
That's tech level 10, though, huh? So we're not there. What are we, like 6 out here?
Right. But you can buy it here. It's just going to be crazy expensive. I might buy a set because that's way better than what I've got, and it's 500. Even if I have to buy it for more. This trench coat's sweet, but this has the problem of it looks menacing.
Yep. I think I'm gonna go for a cloth, that cloth jacket. I'm gonna go for one of those. I think that makes sense, at least for, future type stuff. The other stuff's nice, but
You gotta come ask me to buy it for you.
Hey.
Only the permit. Yeah, the permit required stuff needs it.
I'm
random
making a
question.
list. Sorry, I'm making a shopping list.
How do I get magazines out of the magazine token bucket?
Click and drag.
Oh. How did I not figure that out? Don't judge me.
No, we don't.
I would
because
never.
this game-
I would never judge you. Also, it's tabletop simulator. It could totally be something weird.
I clicked, right clicked and pushed every other button except just dragging it.
All right, so obviously I'm back. How's our shopping gone? What do we think of the new cards that are in there?
Hey,
These
I
are
got
cool.
I got a question about some of the stuff, the advanced gun locker stuff.
Yeah.
There are some weapons in there. The GA 100. It's saying there's a quick fire of a +8 on that. What does that mean?
Those are special rules, and unless you want to read the entire mercenary book, we're going to ignore it.
Okay, we'll ignore it. Okay.
I mean, there's a whole book called the Field Manual that's about mercenary work, and if we decide to make this more than just a one planet stop of being a mercenary unit as a cover, so like previously the Perfect Strangers cover that they were speculative traders. There's nothing stopping you from changing that. If you decide you want to do this, then I'll probably send that book out and say, everyone, give it a read. But I'm going to be hesitant to do too much with it unless everyone reads it, because there's a lot of special rules in there. And all of this
I'll probably die.
and all the new equipment came from that book.
Oh.
It was on Humble Bundle. I paid $25 and I got like 8 books.
I'm also going to assume that the energy weapons are things like laser pistols and things like that. They're not obviously slug throwers or.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to make sure I can get an understanding of which ones. Oh yeah, they're okay. They're listed as energy. Sorry, ignore me.
So it's also worth noting that the law level is still in effect for whenever you're out on personal use. However, if you take an official contract, they're going to let you carry weapons, because obviously these weapons are outside the law level. But if you're on a contract for the government, they're going to let you bypass that. So you can basically take whatever you want on an official mission. But when you're not on an official mission, you got to be mindful of that law level, because obviously a lot of this is super illegal.
I'm just gonna get some ammunition for my shotgun. And now that I know how to get magazines, I'm gonna update all my other weapons magazines that I've been keeping on a piece of paper.
It's a good idea. I like watching that. So you guys were drawn immediately to the armory. Oh no, Luca and Taylor are still out here looking at the mission boards. What do we decide on that?
I think we want to check out the helicopter mission more.
Okay, well there's a bunch of helicopter missions. Do you want to do something that's blatantly combat, or do you want to try to do some transport, or...
Yeah, I think we should do a transport mission first. What do you think, Luca? Do you want to get into a firefight like immediately?
No, I'd like to recover from getting stabbed first.
I'm with you there. So I think the safer route would be a transport mission. Let's check that one out.
Okay. So, a young man in a white uniform, a very casual white uniform, but a white uniform, walks up and is like, I haven't seen you gentlemen here before. What unit are you with?
Oh, we're with Battle Brothers.
I haven't heard of you before. I did hear you say something about helicopters. Are you gentlemen pilots? You have the right look about you.
Yep.
You mind if I have a seat?
Oh, not at all. Not at all.
He's
Luca here is the pilot.
Yeah, if it's got blades, I can fly it.
He's my brother, see?
Oh. Well, you can call me Sam. I run special operations through the battlefield area. Things you won't find listed on the Merc board, and I just wanted to introduce myself. If you're ever interested in doing a special transport, I have a run that requires a helicopter. That it can be quite lucrative if it's not entirely sanctioned. And he holds out a card with a comm code on it towards you. All toothy smile.
Cool, thanks, Sam.
I'll take that one. You're the actually sanctioned guy.
It's like, just give me a call if you ever want to make some dough.
Definitely.
Will do.
See you, Sam.
Walks off.
You need a helicopter, he said.
No, he said he has some runs that require a helicopter. So, but it's
That
also
means that you need a helicopter.
yeah. I could say, give us a helicopter, we can make that run.
Oh, see, I took that as you need one, and he doesn't provide one.
Yeah, I just said he was trying to be super sketchy and go completely outside of the whole mercenary group that we just set up.
Yeah, I've gotcha. Subtle.
So, you guys want to do the transport mission? Is that what I heard? Oh, there's also an instructor mission that is not combat related. So you can either teach greenhorns how to operate a helicopter, or you can do a transport mission. The transport mission has a bonus if you can provide a ground vehicle to transport, or to pull a trailer. Sorry. Out of the combat zone. There's a downed vehicle that they want towed back out of the combat zone under escort.
That sounds pretty neat.
Yeah, we've got a van too. That's ours. We could bring it.
Oh yeah, the Rock.
Okay. Providing your own vehicle will make the contract more lucrative. Currently, there are no bids on this contract either.
Does it have locations at all?
Yeah, so most of them are in the jungle that is to the east of the lake that you guys were in last time. Lake Yakamuma, I think it was called. And those that jungle it's just lousy with rebels. You guys, it's the worst kept secret in the world. All the rebels that have lived through getting pounded through the last offensive have kind of coalesced there. And they're kind of just hiding out in the jungle, and helicopters go in and they don't always come out.
Okay. Yeah, let's do a transport mission in the jungle. I'm kind of wary for just mutilating Fumka rebels. I have no idea why they're fighting here, and
Well,
it means something to me.
It's worth noting that the helicopters that the locals are using are not gonna. I mean, they're effective. They've got like M60 machine guns in the doors, but the rebels still have automatic weapons. So there are helicopters that don't come back.
Luca, I think we should take this transport mission, but I think we need some guns and stuff too.
I mean, there's an armory back there if you want to head down there.
Yeah, let's go check that out. Can I put tentative on the mission?
Yeah, you can actually put in a bid for how much you want to charge for doing it. It has a suggested price if you don't provide any equipment of $1,500 per person. It takes a week to do the mission. But you can bid whatever you want. You just might not be accepted.
Is that with having the vehicle, or that's a different mission than the transport mission?
That's well, there's two transport missions. There's one that's just pick up stuff, put stuff down. That one's like 1,000 credits ahead. And it's literally just moving foodstuffs to forward like outposts. It's a cakewalk mission. And it's pretty low risk. The one that is the retrieval mission, they want you to fly a group in, have them dig up a vehicle, have another group drive in, hook up the vehicle that needs to be towed out, tow the vehicle out, and escort it with the gunship on the way out. Like that's a pretty big deal. But it's only listed as a moderate combat risk. They're not asking you to fly intentionally into combat. You just might get attacked while doing it.
What do you think, Luca?
Let's go get that vehicle.
Battle Brothers.
Okay.
All right.
So
I'm going to pick the vehicle one.
You need a broker roll. And you need to make your bid.
Do we have somebody to drive the truck as well as fly the helicopter?
Three. I have a -3 in broker.
All right, so your negotiation, it does not go incredibly well. How much did you want to bid for the job?
1,500 ahead.
Okay, well, since you're asking for the suggested roll, you're going to go ahead and still get it, even though you really kind of failed your broker roll. But that's how much they were asking. And since you're offered to provide your own vehicle, really they're making out like a bandit.
That's the failed roll.
The good news is it'll look really good on your reputation if you succeed. So you might want to go back to the armory, and I do believe that Mr. Ronan had a legit question.
Yeah, do we have somebody that can, like, we have a pilot, do we have somebody who can drive the van?
You didn't get drive training, and you're
I do guns. Lots of guns. Every type of gun. I do guns, yeah.
I've got drive, so I mean, I can always swap out driving.
I have drive 0.
Yeah, same here.
But yeah, we can figure it out.
I know we can try to hire a driver if you guys want to drive.
Hey, yeah, we're an official mech, or mercenary group. We can do this. We can hire somebody. That's a good idea, Luca.
So got some things we need to buy too, right? So I guess we need one of you guys to actually be the official purchaser of some of our permit required gear.
Yeah, what do you get? Do you come out? We have a montage where you're like showing off the jacket.
That's right. You got to demonstrate. You got to take a look and see what it looks like in the mirror, you know. And
ooh, that's nice. Do they have another one of these?
No.
Excellent, because we'll get 2 of those.
Yeah, got to have the jacket. One of these infrared goggles too. If we get another one of those or whatever.
Let's get 2 of those.
So that
Anybody
one,
else
that one,
infrared?
so that one's only basic, and he only had one of those. That's actually not equipment that he normally sells. He got traded that for something. So pretty much anything that came out of this locker, which you put them all together, but they are different. Anything that came out of this locker, that's just what he has, and mostly that's stuff that's been turned in as loot.
We probably just get one of them then and just pass it around.
Yeah, the other lockers, ones that are like the advanced stuff, are stuff that they've made.
So definitely ought to go for the exterior rifle there too.
So this is our to buy category. Does anybody else need like the trench coat? Oh, we need the goggles.
So what's that? Two coats, and then we got the cloth.
I just need ammo from a shotgun, but I don't need a permit
to
buy that.
Are we going only one accelerator, or does anybody else want one, or is it just me?
Of note for the group, as I'm the gun guy, I have more guns sitting in my inventory.
Do you guys have a lot of money laying around that I'm not aware of?
No.
Yeah, I haven't bought anything.
I'm going with the stuff I got on that I've got gold for.
I have 2,400 gold here.
So I've got. Yeah, I got about 2,400 also. But I figure if I'm going for the gun and the cloth, that puts me at 1,400.
You doing? Yeah, the cloth jacket.
Yeah.
So I'm at 1,000.
Just so you know, in 2 weeks, you're going to need 8,000 and change credits just to do maintenance on the ship.
Yee.
Oh, good to know.
Okay.
You guys need to be prepared for your expenses that are coming up.
So, Ronan, you said you got some weapons, huh?
Yes.
All right.
I've got a fancy shotgun, and I got a snub carbine, and a laser pistol.
Oh, okay. I'll take the laser pistol if you want to give that up.
Okie dokie.
I got energy, so I will use that instead of the accelerator, since I gotta pay for stuff later. But I am
You
gonna take
will
that
need
jacket.
to get ammo for it, because I don't have much ammo left for the laser pistol.
Copy.
They do have... Oh, you only have 3 rounds left on that, huh? Oh, this is the laser revolver. So that's not a laser pistol. You understand there's a significant difference between those two.
Yes.
Okay. But they will sell those here, so if you want to buy more mags here, just make sure you deduct the mag cost.
So mags are that's 6 credits per mag. Is that what we're talking about?
No, that's 6 shots per magazine and 30 credits a magazine.
Oh, gotcha. I didn't see that. Sorry. Okay, so 30.
So, since we're talking about it, Charles also mentions, I'll buy loot, but it's got to be, like, of a certain quality. So if you come across any downed mercenaries and they have some gear on it that you don't want, feel free to bring it in here. I'll pay you half market value for anything that's functional, regardless of its otherwise condition.
Good to know.
So I'm gonna take 6 magazines of the laser pistol ammunition.
Okay.
Be what's that? 180.
Well, you know what? All I have is my light shotgun and a laser revolver.
In your GIA pistol.
And my covert pistol. That's right. Nah, I'm good.
Mine came to about 680. I was like, so I can always just throw another 100 credits on that, make it 700.
Okay, so you need change back. So you were at 680. You need 20 credits back. They're going to give your credits back in local currency.
That's fine. Yeah, 20 credits back. That should give me the six magazines for the laser and the cloth coat, the cloth jacket.
So your UCI money is good on any of the United Colonies in the Kolkha system. That's these ones that I just gave you. They have jurisdiction over a number of planets in the star system.
So for the laser pistol stuff, I just add that to my magazine shot that I have for that Ronan gave me, or how does that work?
Now you pull a extra magazine for each full magazine, and then as you shoot them, you count down. Like you see, you hold your mouse over his laser pistol magazine, he's counted down the rounds properly. Now, usually what I want you to do is put your weapon in your weapon slot and how much ammo that weapon has in this. But you can do it this way too, that's fine.
Okay.
You just pull an extra mag and then you name them laser pistol mags, or should be cartridge laser pistol mags, but close enough.
Okay, and now where's that place to pull those at? Is that the... Okay, it was the wrong thing. Gotcha.
You get a notification, Taylor, as you're sorting all this out, that your bid has been accepted and that you are expected to report tomorrow morning to the military base at the edge of the starport.
Okay. Hey, Luca, we got the job flying the choppers. We should tell the rest of the crew.
Flying the choppers and driving our ship in.
Yeah, driving the
rock in.
Driving the rock in. That's right. High five.
Taylor gets the big eyes and goes, "You're gonna fly with me, though, right?"
Why? I was gonna. Maybe Aiden wants to drive, but yeah, I could fly with you.
I mean, like we were kids. You're saying all analog, gotta fly. Oh man,
Yeah,
it's gonna be so fun.
But yeah, Aiden's gonna have to drive then.
Are you guys doing 2 and 2, or are you doing 3 in the chopper and 1 on the ground? I'd like to remind you that your rock has a gigantic autocannon, rotary autocannon.
I totally intend on being on the gun.
This sounds like 2 and 2.
All right. So, do we want to go back to the bar or try to find some place here on the rock? Because we have to meet at the end of this Onyx Row here. There's like a military base somewhere.
Starport military base. It's not Onyx Row. Is a very small part of the star town.
Tracking.
Or head back to the ship and like have a good night's sleep before you get over there.
Where would you like my money for the magazines, the ammo that I just bought?
You put everything in a pile here and I'll grab it in a second. Or
Okay.
you can throw it in the trash can. It works.
To the trash can. Thank you, sir.
Because it immediately has to see what other junk is in the trash can.
I was actually going to tell you, there's a lot of money, drugs, and cigarettes in there.
Yeah, I'm aware. I'm aware. There are people in that trash can.
Are there really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of people in there.
Jones. Guard.
All right. You guys are all outfitted. Did we buy all these things?
I bought what I needed. I think Aiden needs to take... Did he want the infrared?
Well, I mean, we only had one of those. I didn't pay for it, so...
Okay, so it's gonna stay here then.
Okay. Alright, I'll start putting these back in their appropriate containers.
And we're gonna go to the perfect stranger and have a good night's sleep.
That's a good idea. You guys grab any food to go? Or you gonna eat on the ship?
Eating on the ship.
Yeah, I no longer like the local cuisine.
Something about it tastes metallic.
Yeah, it wasn't the local cuisine that did it to you. Although it's worth noting that those particular can't remember what they called them, but those particular pea things that are laced with THC, those are not new to you guys. They're more common than actual peanuts in bars.
They're a great idea.
I mean, peanuts started the same way. It's a business decision. I didn't want to interrupt you when you were on your rant, because obviously that isn't lore that I had already given you. But
I'm also a goody two shoes. That's on my
Yeah.
character sheet.
yeah. Where's the button? There's the button. Back. Do need to go back to the perfect stranger because you need to pick up the rock. I was gonna say we could skip it, but you need your rock. It's your pet rock. Use it to smash people with. All right, so you guys get a full night's sleep. Kizik, roll a d6. Add your endurance modifier. Remember, you're wounded.
I don't get a full night's sleep.
Why not?
I'm gonna call that girl.
Okay.
Maybe they'll just be texting, but I'm gonna stay up for a little while.
Okay. Roll your carouse.
Some bad rolls for the night. Holy crap. That's still social. My social's dick. 7 total.
That's not as bad as I thought you were gonna say. I mean, there's definitely some texting back and forth. She seems mildly interested.
I didn't land it. Okay. Go to bed alone. It's okay. I almost watched my brother die today.
You said a D6 minus my endurance modifier, and I get that much health back?
Yes, or minus if it goes negative.
I rolled a 6. I've got a DM -2
Yep.
or -1.
So you get 5 points back.
Or 2 because that's total.
Okay. Two. If 2 brings you to max, then you're back at max.
I took those sleeping drugs. I took those pain drugs, and I am out.
The gel works.
Yeah. Well, the metabolism pill, it's just a thing in the book, and the gel they put in there make you eat. So he's probably had like 5 full meals between the time he got back to the ship and the time he went to bed.
Hungry man.
Just the steward bot's just constantly in there.
You need more, sir.
Yes.
And despite that, you still managed to lose weight.
Yeah, it's a lot of blood loss.
All right. Anything else before we start on our adventure?
Nope, I think that's it.
Odubs, Vernon, Kizik.
I've got a protect suit. I've got a pistol, and I'm ready to fly.
Odubs, Vernon.
I've got my trench coat, shotgun, pistol, and I'm gonna go sit in a van and use a big minigun.
Odubs.
All right, so got my laser revolver, my covert pistol. I have a knife. I'm gonna bring my stunner too.
Okay.
and then my cloth jacket.
Those are light enough that you can bring all of them, but you can't possibly use all of those weapons at the same time. You're going to bring all of them?
Well, obviously I can't use them all. We'll do the laser. We'll do the laser pistol, and obviously I had to keep the knife. So if we're going to do that, then
I honestly thought you were going to give the knife to Kizik. Be like, this was in your kidney.
oh no, this is a different knife. That was the knife I had previously. I never got a card for the other one.
Yeah,
so.
you did. It's sitting right here, man.
And I never used it. Okay, I didn't even know it was there.
Yep.
That's not
Oh,
much.
it's the same knife I have. I'm going to give that to Kizik and give it to him for a present.
It's still got his blood on it.
Hey Kizik, here you go. There you go. Here's a knife for you.
You gave it to me in my like drug-induced eating phase, and I just use it to chop something real quick before thinking about it, and then throw it on the floor in disgust. Oh, what is this?
Yeah, you didn't wash it yet. You got to wash that first, man. What are you doing?
That was inside me.
Well, yeah. That's why I thought you'd want it. Kind of this, I don't know. Commemorate the encounter.
What are the walls made out of?
In the ship?
Yeah.
Metal.
Do I have like a wooden desk?
Sure, you can.
Oh no, we have wooden tables. I'm eating at the table, just having the steward back on me. So I take it and I slam it straight into the table, and then I don't look at it, but I have to keep eating because I'm really hungry.
Okay.
I'm also going to remove the gear from my backpack. I don't need the survival kit or the sleeping bag. I don't believe so.
Oh, you might.
Yeah. All right. Well,
Bringing a
hold on to it.
backpack full.
Okay.
A bug
Keep
out
it in the
bag,
backpack
man.
then. Bug out bag. Okay. I will keep the bug out bag then. So I got a machete in there anyway. That's cool.
It's always good to have a bug out bag if you have the weight for it. Okay. So morning time rolls around and you guys roll up to the military base. There's a long queue to get in. You're all in the van. Lots of mercenary vehicles. Your van doesn't look that impressive compared to a lot of them, even though it is an off-road vehicle. Of course, nobody knows that it can just pop up and have a turret. At least not yet, they don't. And you're logged into the base as being expected. And there's a middle-aged man in a local military uniform who seems to be like directing traffic and people towards the places that they need to be. And he looks at your paperwork and he says, please wait over in the military paddock next to the helicopters for me to get to you. And you get your first view of the local helicopters from over there. Why can I not find the thing?
Look at it, Luca. Oh, man.
Aiden's driving and Taylor's in the front with him, and I've got like the sliding door open, trying to see out.
And here are two of the helicopters parked in the paddock. The one on the right. At first, you're trying to figure out what's on the windshield, and then you realize that the windshield is just riddled with bullet holes, as is parts of the armor. Looks like it's been shot. The front has been shot up with machine gun fire. And as you get a real close look at it, there's definitely blood all over, like where the pilot seat was.
I hope that's not ours.
No, that's not ours.
Yeah, they're not hosing that out right now, are they? Or we're kind of watching all the sinews kind of flying out or anything?
There is a maintenance team that's currently working on that one.
Oh, great.
Okay, well, we want to wait here, right?
So you wait there for a few minutes, and the guy that was directing traffic earlier, he walks up. Let's go ahead and pull you guys over here a second. And he's like, "Morning, gentlemen. I'm Colonel John Rogers. I will be your military liaison for the missions that you guys are taking. I see that you are relatively new to this particular conflict. How long have you guys been on planet? Are you familiar with the conflict?
Colonel Rogers, we just really got here. So no, take us through it.
So long story short, many years ago, when FTL technology kind of opened up the larger world, the government of Colchis took advantage of a clause in their peace agreement with the United Colonies to say that any dealings with outside entities from the solar system, they would be the primary government for. Of course, when the agreement was made, it took hundreds of years to transition between planets, and, you know, when the United Colonies was formed, it wasn't a thought that we would ever need any type of clause like that. The rebels believed that this was cause for war, that we had been cheated. They wanted the United Colonies to, you know, declare that clause null and void and assert ourselves over the galactic affairs and take control of our destiny and so on and so forth. But the political leaders of the United Colonies, well, they're very content to let Colchis bear the brunt of dealing with outside entities, as long as outside entities don't attack us. And Colchis, as a government, has been very supportive of us. Obviously, they helped us with the rebels in the most recent part of the conflict, and they have agreed to basically to commit their military to protecting the United Colonies if there's ever an outside invasion. So, the rebels decided that the only way to get their way was to overthrow the United Colonies government. And, well, they've been blowing up buildings and causing problems and harassing our patrols and convoys, and most recently they've taken over a few towns and cities in the vicinity of the Lake Yamo area. When they took over the most recent city, they sent a 300-strong force, and we had to call Colchis for help. And of course, they were annihilated, but that force was only one of their forces, and the other groups that are out there in the woods, they're still a threat. So we're trying to exterminate them while we can. To that end, we've sent many different patrols into the forest, into the jungle to try to root them out. We lost contact with a patrol with a couple of vehicles that we wanted to test out in that environment. The patrol made it back, but said that the vehicle had been disabled in the fighting. Today's operation for you gentlemen is to send a convoy out there, your ground vehicle with towing capabilities, and your chopper for escort, and try to dig it out. I have 4 Army Corps of Engineers who will ride along in the chopper to start digging the vehicle out before your ground vehicle gets there. Although, despite the fact that the mission statement says you should fly ahead. I would not blame you if you wanted to keep the helicopter in orbit above the vehicle, even though it'll be slower in case something happens. But at the end of the day, it's your call. Are there any questions so far?
Colonel, I don't have any questions.
Excellent.
Luca, you guys have any questions?
We got fuel to get there and back.
Absolutely. Let's get you introduced to your bird, and unfortunately for you, he walks up to the one that's all shot to shit.
Oh, wow. This is something else.
So as he walks you up to this thing, it's rolled steel and regular glass. This is not an armored vehicle. It's also a prototype technology for them, you're looking at it going, okay, I can see where the guys that are doing maintenance, they're trying to figure shit out as they go. They also very hastily try to clean up the blood as they see you guys coming up. It's a nice gesture, but that's all it is. As Lucas looks into the cockpit controls, he sees that there is no computer in sight on this dashboard. This is 100% analog. And this is about as simple as a helicopter can possibly be.
Wow, look, yeah, this linkage here. Check this out. Can I do a mechanics roll? I want to go over, on top, trust and verify. Want to make sure that
absolutely.
it's mechanically so.
You're an experienced a helicopter operator. You ask for the pre-flight checklist and you start going over all the maintenance. So yes, you can absolutely do that.
I got snake eyes. Oh no.
There's nothing wrong with this helicopter. It's in perfect condition. Those bullet holes are speed holes.
Speed holes.
They make it go faster.
Can I sit in the front and like get comfortable with what little controls I actually have?
Absolutely. Once again, kind of nostalgic because it's going to feel very similar to sitting in the Glass Sparrow that you had. It's big. It's bigger.
It's got enough people for, 6 people in here?
Here, let me give you stats. There's enough room for 4 crew and 8 passengers. Here's your stat sheet. They're providing you with 4 Corps of Engineer guys as passengers.
Oh, does it have the hard points on the front?
It has the hard points on the front, but it doesn't have anything on it right now.
Colonel, is there any reason that those are empty?
Well, normally the door gunners do all the shooting unless there's a special fire mission. This isn't supposed to be a combat mission.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Neither was the one it just came back from.
Yeah, he got stabbed.
There's holes in the front.
Oh yeah, you're talking about that.
Yeah, nobody said that the Chopper's last mission wasn't a combat mission.
All right, then.
With all of that said, if you guys want to try to do some smooth talking, you can probably try to requisition some weapons, but honestly, it sounds like you might just want Taylor to sit in a door gun.
Yeah.
Because if you guys are splitting between the van and the chopper, it's not like you don't have a gun available for him to shoot.
That's true.
It's up to you guys. If you want to put something on the side pylons, you can definitely talk to the colonel and try to ask for some stuff. He might have something around.
Well, it's got the heavy machine guns, though, right?
Yes, the door guns are always there.
Okay, then yeah, I'll just ride in the back and switch between them if I have to. Oh man, I'm excited. I'm checking these things out. I'm not actually looking at the mechanics of the helicopter at all. Easily distracted.
What about Thodubs and Holmes? How do they feel about this? You want to take some time to go ahead and pull the gun out without having to get rid of the shell?
I'm going to do my job as the gun guy and take a look at all of the weapons that we have on our van, and also take a look at the guns on the helicopter and make sure that they are functioning.
Okay. So you're going to get some oohs and some ahs as you pull the shell back and pop the turret up above the rock. Like, you were getting some kind of skeptical views of that off-road van you've got up until the rotary autocannon popped up. But you wanted to pull it out here because pulling it out on the road means you lose the shell. So you wanted to like pull that off carefully and get everything put up and get it all sorted. That rotary autocannon is better weaponry than they're used to seeing. You go also look through the heavy machine guns are pretty stock standard. They're actually infantry scale weapons, but they are mounted on ring mounts on the side, so they can shoot in a full arc out of whatever side is facing.
They both have all the ammunition they need in them.
Yep, they're fully loaded. The only skeptical parts of the helicopter are the bullet holes. The weapons themselves seem to be working properly. The engine seems to run. There's some broken glass from the windscreen that might annoy Luca a little bit.
Like in my seat, or just I'm looking through cracked glass?
Yeah, you're looking through a bullet hole that blatantly went through the guy's head. If you
It's an
had
annoying whistle.
if
the
you
whole time.
if you had forward mounted weapons, you could use it as a sight.
I just stare through it, going, all right. Nope. It's not going to sneak up behind you and stab you in the back. You can see it coming. You should be okay.
Hey, we don't have any plans on test firing these weapons like we did on the last time we got ready to do something like this, do we?
I'm going to assume that they're okay.
Okay.
I can't remotely control them, so I think we're safe.
Let's shoot a cop and find out.
Oh, too early.
Too early.
All right, you guys ready for the mission?
I think so. I'm excited. I get
I
to
would
the
like.
passenger seat.
I'd like to check over the Rock V real quick. Just do a final systems check. Make sure everything's going. Make sure it's fully fueled. Tires full.
Okay.
That kind of thing.
I honestly assumed that when everyone else said that we already did that, so you absolutely can
What?
do that.
I say they weren't working on that, so they're looking at the helicopter. So okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I just made an assumption, as I may. But it's all good. It's all done. Someone said it.
Copy.
We all did it. So, I just need to roll something here. Ooh. Okay. So, oh, how am I going to do that? Oh, I know how I'm going to do it. First, we're going to pack this. And do here, but I'm not going to load that map. Terrain. Okay, so you guys are doing your jungle flyby. Oh God, I can't do that one either. I mean, I can. Okay, so you get your 4 Corps of Engineers, and you start flying out to the site where the vehicle's supposed to be. Go ahead and give me drive checks, and I also want to know how close, like, information and stuff you're getting through. Like, once you get off-road, the van is going to slow down a lot, because now it's got to off-road and get around stuff, and obviously the helicopter's way faster. So how are we doing this?
Yeah, I was just going to ask, what's the plan as far as is the helo flying off in the distance, or are we staying together?
I think we should circle. What do you think, Luca?
Yeah, keeping cover.
That sounds
We'll
good.
just keep buzzing it.
Okay, so I'm driving straight towards location, and you guys are kind of just buzzing around.
Well, you should try to take some easy roads until we can't take easy roads anymore. But yes, and then we'll buzz around you.
Yeah, I
Same
mean, that's kind of what my assumption was when I said it. Like, you don't really, the action didn't even start until you got off-road.
Right. Okay, I gotcha.
So you guys get to and there are some trails like broken through the woods, because there's a ton of rebel activity coming through here with vehicles. So like, it's not like there aren't some broken trails, but there's no actual road. All right. So what I need are drive checks, and really what I want from the helicopter is I want piloting from Luca and perception from Taylor.
So with the drive checks, is that dexterity or experience, or?
Dexterity for driving.
That's what I thought. Okay.
I rolled a 6 plus 1 in recon, 7, and then intellect is 2, 9.
Excellent.
8 on drive.
I got exactly an 8. It was real close.
Excellent. Okay, so as Luca is struggling, because you guys were able to improvise what's known as a tremor for your glass sparrow. a trimmer basically says the helicopter, because the way the blades are spinning, naturally wants to spin a certain way. The trimmer allows you to offset that automatically without having to use the rudder pedals to throttle the tail back and forth. It's probably a pretty geeky explanation for you guys, but the bottom line is you have to fight the controls without a trimmer, and Luke is not really used to that. So he is able to fly it, but you can tell like he is concentrating 110% on just flying right now.
You ever had a controller with that annoying drift?
That's exactly what it's like. Yeah. So
Like leaning one way. Hey, Luca.
Shut up. It's still in the air.
Yeah, okay.
As the tail spins around for the third time. I just go forward instead of, like, I'm not trying to fight it anymore. I'm just spinning every 200 or 300 yards.
So
Hey, Holmes, what the heck are those guys doing up there? I'm getting sick just watching them.
you should probably be paying more attention to the road because you're having the exact same problem as someone who just barely passed. Like, you don't have to have Holmes get out and use the winch to pull you over some of these stumps, but there are definite moments where Holmes is like, I'm going to duck inside out of the turret because we're about to roll over.
Nope, never.
So you should be paying less attention to the helicopter, more attention to, maybe not crashing. But as all of that's going on, Taylor, because he rolled a 9 on his check, notices that there is movement in the woods and it is headed towards the direction of where you guys are, and it's headed from this direction. It's difficult to tell how much or what, but it's definitely something in the undergrowth, and it's probably a lot of something.
It's like pushing trees.
It's not Jurassic Park style, but you can see movement through the canopy.
Okay. I get on comms and I'm like, hey, Helo to Rock, this is, we got some movement coming, maybe your direction. Hey, Luca, you want to spin that way a little bit? That way. Yep. Okay. Thank you.
The guns are on the side. I was trying to give you a shot.
I know, but we need to see what's up.
Is he gonna fly out that direction?
Maybe check it out.
You got binoculars? Can we go up instead of out?
That's an idea. I have the zoom on my phone.
Not sure how helpful that's going to be from a helicopter, but okay. Okay, so now what I need... So first I need to know what the rock is going to be doing. So they're going up and trying to get a better view. What are you going to do on the van?
Okay, what direction?
Oh,
good.
I'm gonna turn the turret to face the direction that they told me, and keep my eyes out. And Aiden, I recommend we continue moving towards our intended goal.
What's your objective? Okay. All right. So
Then I'm gonna Helo. This is Rock. We're moving towards our objective. Let us know if you need support.
10-4.
All right. So give me a perception check from Holmes and a perception check from Taylor. It's a 7 to pass as the movement has gotten quite a bit closer. I don't need drive checks from the pilot or the driver yet.
Yeehaw 7.
10.
Okay. Both passed. Closest thing I have to this is a lot scarier looking than what the actual thing.
What's a giant lizard?
So it very much looks like this, except for they're more cat-like than lizard-like. But they're these skinny, they almost look like serpents until you get closer and realize that they're furred and that they have 6 legs. So they've got the 2 you can see plus 2 more. And there's a swarm of maybe 20 some of them jumping from tree limb to tree limb, headed towards the vehicle.
How are we on scale? I mean, how big are these things?
So they're not bigger than the vehicle, but they are people size.
Gotcha. Okay.
And they're like bounding from tree to tree like squirrels would.
Yep, directly towards the van.
3 or more of them.
There's 20 some of them. There's a swarm of them.
I'm gonna make a swooping pass so you can put down some cover fire.
Piloting check, please.
Boy.
That's a 10. That's a 13 total.
Go ahead and transfer your effect to Taylor's gunnery check if he wishes to shoot at them.
That'd be a +5, right?
8 to pass, so 13. Yeah, that'd be +5.
Oh, okay. Uh, 14.
Okay, do your damage. It's 5d plus your effect.
Oh boy. Okay. Can I get one more blue dice here? Can you copy that for me? Thank you.
I also have a bunch of dice here on this tray if you need it.
13 plus 5, 18.
18 damage. So Holmes gets to see them right at the tail end of the swoop that Luke is doing, and there's just this barrage of bullet fire. Like, if there was any question in Holmes' mind how this situation was going to get handled, it is immediately put to rest by the hail of gunfire coming from the gunship. Here is the stats for the rock if you need the gun turret stats. Please keep track of your ammunition as you go along.
Aye, aye.
Those cats still charging.
Yes, several of them went down. I'm waiting to see if Holmes is going to do me a gunnery check.
I am just looking through the card real quick.
Aiden, I'm going to need a drive check from you as well, unless you want to come to a stop.
I got a question. So Holmes, can you see what they're shooting at?
Large, furry, giant animal thingies that are jumping from tree to tree.
That okay? Are they coming our direction? I'm assuming, right?
Straight at us.
That's not good. Okay. So what? So I assume you're going to defend, right?
Well, I'm spinning up the autocannon as we're having this discussion.
Gotcha. Did you need me to slow down, stop to give you a more steady shot?
Do not stop. No, keep
Get the
going
heck out of here.
faster.
Okay. All right. I'm going to go in the opposite direction of the things that are heading towards us.
9. Just keep going straight forward towards our objective.
Okay. Objective then. All right.
I need your drive
9 on.
properly. I needed Aiden's drive check first.
Oh,
Because it affects your check.
standing by.
I rolled 10.
Okay, so you add +2 to yours, Aiden.
I rolled
Or,
a
sorry,
9
Holmes.
plus 2.
Okay, so
9 plus 2 is 11.
roll your damage.
I need a lot of blue dice.
Okay. How many you need? I've got tons
6.
over here.
We'll use these 6. S- 17 and plus the 3, total 20.
That's 18.
I can do math really. 21.
Plus the 3. Plus 3.
Yep.
That was the effect.
Oh, the effect. Oh, auto 5. It's auto 5 only. It's a rotary cannon. Spins up. Sprays a lot of lead. So you need to roll 5 times.
Oh, I was going to ask because I don't think I did mine right either.
Yours is optional. Yours is just a regular machine gun, says auto. His is auto 5 only. He has to use the full auto.
Zerp.
Yeah, that's exactly it. It's a Zerp gun. So I need you to
So,
roll.
right.
I believe, unless Kizik is going to tell me I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure I'm right. You have to roll 5 times.
That's what Auto 5 does.
Yeah.
That makes sense. 2 questions.
Mm-hmm.
Do I get the effect on every roll?
I don't think so. But
Okay.
it's not going to matter, I don't think. Just
Second one, for ammo on this thing. Is it ever... So, would this set of them only count as 5?
okay, so over here, I have a card. Full auto. Make a number of attacks equal to the auto score. These attacks can be made against separate targets so long as they are all within 6 meters of one another. Full auto uses a number of rounds equal to 3 times the auto score.
Okay, awesome. So, 15 times 5. I'll get to that after I finish doing the rolling.
Yep, not as big of a deal on the 500 rounds you've got, although I still want you to keep track of it. On the chopper, though, he's only got a 100-round magazine, and there aren't any spare magazines on board.
Second gunnery roll, only 6.
Let me know when your total hits 24.
I'll be right back.
Total of damage?
Yeah.
Well, I just have to hit it one more time. Second or third gunnery roll is a 9. We'll go over to the fancy dice here. And that roll alone is 25.
Okay. So they're going to turn and run. You still need to make all your checks, because it's, like I said, it's not optional. However, that they turn and run. Many of them have died.
He's still trying to hit the ones as they're running away.
Oh, yes. There's another 15.
There's like tree branches and shit falling. One of the trees slumps over.
You're just mowing the lawn.
Last one. 21 more. Lots of damage.
Okay.
All right.
I believe Ghost was going to be right back. We can proceed with the initial parts. We got our driver and our pilots. So, you guys are still heading out towards the location that the objective is supposed to be. Give me drive checks from both of the drivers.
Another exact 8.
11.
It's hard. Oh, the exact 8. Man, I want to point out, it doesn't affect your roll right now. The agility modifier on the cards, when I ask you to make a piloting or driving roll, that gets added or subtracted. Both of these are 0, but I just want you to get in the habit of looking there for that. Because when I was designing this chopper, I very, very nearly gave it a -1.
Okay, agility copy. I understand.
Yep. Okay. So since you guys are on course, you eventually see you're not quite where you were supposed to be, but from the helicopter point of view, you see a clearing up ahead. And helicopter, actually, since Ghost is back, go ahead and give me a perception roll, but it's going to be a 6 to pass. And you don't want to put your dice on the board because I'm about to populate the board.
10 total.
10 total? All right, you definitely see it then. Ahead of you, there is a full-blown rebel camp. It is directly in your way, and they've probably seen you.
Helicopters are loud.
Helicopters are very loud.
Auto cannons are loud too.
To make matters even better, one of the guys taps you on the shoulder. One of the Corps of Engineer guys taps you on the shoulder and says into the microphone, because once again, helicopters are very loud, "That's our vehicle." Points down at this guy.
The one with the flame job?
Yeah, isn't it cool?
Very. Okay, we're gonna circle around. Have they started shooting at us or anything?
They're pointing guns, but they haven't started shooting yet.
How far out are you, Rock?
We are not that far away, maybe 5 minutes.
Honestly, probably not even. But yeah.
Not even? Okay.
Yeah.
I see, I thought we were kind of cruising pretty close together, but yeah.
Luca, come around. We're gonna try to sync this up so we enter in at the same time.
Are we just annihilating a bunch of rebels?
Do we want to come at them from 2 different angles?
Luca, I'm surprised at you.
I mean, what are you Army Corps guys go? Are you on the guns? Like, you're just here to dig out a vehicle. It's already been dug out. Do we just report that back?
Luca, give me a piloting check.
That's a 7.
A hail of gunfire erupts from the ground. Let's see, it's 5D. It slams into the helicopter. Blatantly some kind of machine gun.
Yeah, Luca, we want to shoot them.
Initiating the pass.
It's 15 before your armor. It's 12 after your armor, which means that the helicopter is now smoking and on fire.
I get on a gun and I shoot back.
Okay. You can do that on the way to the ground. I need another piloting roll from Luca because you guys are crashing.
11 plus 3 is 14.
That is a great time to make that roll. Where would you like with that roll for this helicopter on this map to land? Also, go ahead and take your shot, Ghost, because he's going to maneuver you so you get a shot no matter what.
I'm like actively fighting it as it's going down.
Yep. That was your crash landing roll.
Fuck me. God damn it. Rolled a 3, and I got a +3 total, so 6 total. Oh, do I get any from effect?
Yeah, you can have some effect off of him. I'm not, unless he wants to use it for something else. It's his effect.
No, I'll take it.
You had a 13, right?
Yeah.
Was your intention to crash into the bunker?
I kind of wanted to land on top of it, but if crashing is crashing.
I mean, you're going to crash. I just wanted to know if you were aiming for the concrete bunker.
Oh, no, I definitely wouldn't hit a concrete bunker. I would hit the soft mud of these trees right here.
It seems like a wiser idea. No, it can go
11.
upside down. That's fine. It's fine.
Oh, no.
It's fine. It's crash any way you want. It's fine. So you slam into the ground. Let me roll for the 4 guys in the back. Dead. Super dead. Dead. And dead. Okay, so the 4 engineers are all flung from the helicopter, and only because he's hanging on to the machine gun is Taylor able to hang on, as they are flung to the ground from a height of about 100 feet. They don't make it.
I should have saved some effect to throw them at a person.
And my shots make it to anybody?
You said you rolled a 3?
Well, it's 6, and then if I get his effect, it's 11.
Oh, if you get an 11, then yes, you can pick a individual or a area.
Oh, these two right here.
Roll machine gun damage. Add your effect.
Did you do that at auto?
Yeah, I'm gonna zerp it.
You might
I'm just
as
holding
well.
the trigger
He's just
now.
holding the trigger down, hanging on for dear life.
Ooh, 20 plus 5. No, 3. 23.
And then you roll it two
but
more
yeah, then
times.
it's effect. Oh, okay.
No, you
Yeah,
got to
'cause
roll
auto.
your to hit 2 more times.
Oh,
Just give me the total.
all right. So that's a hit. So 23 plus 14.
37.
That's a hit again. Get out of here, Colonel Rogers. For another 17.
What was
For
the
an
total?
even 50.
Even 50. Okay. Well, you needed 32. So those guys are dead as a doornail. And some of the fires peppered one of the vehicles, but not the one you're trying to get. The helicopter skids to a stop. It is fucking toast. The tail rotor has come off.
It does like a nosedive into the ground.
The blades cut bits of this tree completely off. Unfortunately, these other guys are like grabbing cover and like moving in on you, which is unfortunate for you, but there is a truck coming.
I'm gonna try to get out of the wreckage. Luca, we gotta go.
Well,
We gotta go.
first, the other guys are going to go. So at this point, Rock team, you guys see the helicopter get shot up and go down, and you come up on this scene. Because of all the noise the helicopter crashing is making, and the fact that they didn't pass their perception checks, they don't know the van with the giant minigun on it is about to burst out of the woods. Where would you like to go? What would you like to do? You have very little time to make the decision, though, so don't treat it like a chess match.
Gotcha. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to drive straight through in between them and the helicopter and give Holmes an opportunity to lay down some fire.
Okay, move the van where you want it to end up.
Okay. Where's the van at? Yep, gotcha. Okay, so we are just going to kind of cruise down this direction and actually kind of head towards the bunker. Eventually kind of cruise that direction, you know?
So you're going to drive past the wreck of the helicopter.
Yes, I just want to give an opportunity for us to lay down some fire on these guys in between to kind of protect the helo.
Give me your drive check.
Got an 8?
Okay. An 8's still a pass. No effect, but it's still a pass. Ronan,
I'm a shoot stuff.
I bet you are. Vehicles or people or yes?
Yes, I'm gonna start from the back, and as we come through into the clearing, start right here and just exactly what you're scribbling there. Except I'm gonna stop when the gun's pointed at the vehicle we're trying to, and I'll start rotating and trying to hit this one back here, assuming I am that good at shooting things.
We'll see how it goes.
First one's gonna be an 8.
That's still a hit.
I'm gonna come over here and grab a bunch of dice, and I don't need a tree, I need a dice. Come here. Handful of dice. One more dice. Come here, dice. $25. Back to the other dice. We're gonna do some more.
So there's a lot of Burt going on.
Second one got a 7. I don't think that hits, does it?
No. You need an 8 or more.
Got it. Third shot. 8. No, I don't want the helicopter.
Just gonna lock this helicopter in its crash position.
$22. $9. I'm just gonna take all my dice over here.
Take my ball and leave.
And last one. 9, 10. For +2. Alright, doing some math here. 25 plus 22 is 47. 60, 70. 89.
Okay. So you zerp through both of these guys and this truck. And the truck basically just pops, explodes, and flips over onto one of the guys who was running for his life. It's pretty dramatic. You shoot the shit out of this truck, but these guys are in cover enough that they're mostly okay. You come to a sliding stop as Aiden J turns the rock behind this part of the bunker. You guys do notice as you get to as you pass front of the bunker that the front of the bunker door is open. So there could be more people coming out or going in, but also this is a prime intelligence gathering opportunity. So we're back to helicopter team. You guys want to crawl out of your helicopter?
Yeah. We gotta get away. Is it gonna explode?
It might explode. It is definitely crashed and totaled, but you rolled so good on the landing that I'm not going to make you guys roll to, like, not die.
I was strapped in. He was free fall, just holding on to bullets. Let's get out of here and get behind that tree.
Luca, you crashed the helicopter.
No, they shot it down. I put it down as nicely as I could.
Taylor, there's a pin that holds this giant gun to that ring mount.
I'm pulling it. I'm taking the machine gun with me.
Okay. Using it in this way is a -2, just so you know.
Okay.
Okay. You run behind the tree. I need a athletics check to haul your giant gun back there.
I'm gonna give him a hand.
I crush it.
All right. You're back there with your giant gun. The helicopter's fuel lines are burning. There's a lot of smoke, broken glass everywhere. You guys would be in a lot more jeopardy, but a van just did a literal drive-by, and the ZERP cannon was boom, 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 boom. The sound difference, like your gun's loud. Your little machine gun you're shooting out the side of the queue, it's loud. But that's a rotary auto cannon. So it's a difference between 7.62 and 20 millimeter shells. If people,
God damn.
yeah,
I like guns.
it's an anti-vehicle weapon. It's also the exact same cannon that was on the Glass Sparrow when it was armed. So, all right, what do you guys tactically want to do? You guys have come out of here. The bad guys need to go. Let's get initiatives from everyone, and if anyone wants to do tactics or leadership, you can.
I'm going to do a leadership.
I got that tactics one.
The baddies are 9, 6, 4, and 7. 9, 6, 4, and 7.
Initiative
12.
is
You got to be fast of body or fast of mind. So you can use your modifier from your dexterity, or you can use your modifier from your intelligence.
they're the same thing. So 8 for me.
Got a
My
4. Ugh.
My leadership was 12.
The leadership, I think, gives you bonus points that you give out, or is that tactics? I was really confident about it a second ago.
Leadership gives you an extra point that you can give to somebody at a specific time whenever you choose during this combat session.
It's the effect. You can give out one.
4.
Yeah, you give out 4 of them. So
Okay.
if someone's about to make a roll, you can give them an extra point, but you can only give 1 at a time. You can't give 4 to one person.
Okay. I got a 7 on my initiative.
Yeah.
I got a 10 on my military tactics.
Are we rolling again, or is it the same roll we just did?
So I think tactics is the one that gives you a boost or bane dice. You're not rolling again. You just roll your initiative.
Yeah, I've already rolled my initiative. I got a 4.
Yeah. Negative. The tactics roll is applied to everyone's initiative. The leadership roll is applied to, yeah, just exactly what we said. Okay. So what'd you say your tactics roll was?
10.
Okay. So do I roll against that, or how does that work? Let's go back up here and look at this thing again. Tactics. So long as not surprised, the traveler can make a tactics at the start of combat. The effect of this applied to the effect. Okay, so everyone gets a +2 to their initiative who's a good guy, basically. That's super useful. All right. So I believe Luca goes first by this. Oh, another rule, Ghost, you can't give yourself one of your leadership points. You can only give it to
Okay.
other people. Oh, man. Turns out if you go negative on leadership, the bad guys get those points.
Oh, wow.
Ouch.
How far away are we from those guys? Are we within 10 meters?
Let's see, a meter's 3 feet, right? So within 30 feet? Probably not.
I'm going to stay bunkered down behind this tree and just aim out towards the red car to see if it's moving. Is there somebody in that red car?
There's nobody in the car. There is, and I apologize for not having it on here. I'd meant to do it and I forgot, but there's a door. God, I hate vector lines. I hate it so much. There's a door right here on the front of this bunker. And it's open. And you don't know what's inside, but it's safe to assume that this is an anthill. With that said, huge intelligence gathering opportunity.
I'm going to aim at that and make sure and hold until somebody gets into my aim sight.
Okay. Taylor.
Luca, we need to move towards the car. I'm gonna heave my massive machine gun around. I'm gonna take a run.
Are you
Can
gonna
I
run and shoot? Or
Yeah,
are you
I'm
gonna... Okay.
not shoot? I'm just running across.
Okay.
So like lots of dangly. Oh, I accidentally rolled 3 dice. My bad. My bad. 7 for running across there with athletics.
Okay. It just means that you're exhausted, and it's going to be your action instead of your maneuver.
Yeah.
All right, and Lucas holding action, and Holmes, you're still in the gun turret, but the van is now behind a wall.
Is the bunker like the? Is it possible for me to get on the top of the van and jump over to the top of the bunker? Like shimmy up the side of the bunker?
Possible, yes, but it's going to be a hell of an athletics roll. That's some parkour right there. You can do it, but it's not going to be easy.
And I assume I'm completely behind the wall. I can't see anything.
Nope.
Okay. Go big or go home. I'm gonna try and parkour the crap out of this.
Okay, give me an athletics check. I'm going to call it a 10 to pass.
Good roll. Good roll. 12.
All right. So you jump up on there. I'm going to go ahead and let you have an action. You rolled a 12.
Where's my dude man? Where's my dude man?
He's
There's
over
my
here.
dude man. Come here, dude man.
Here, I will make him up there, but I'll have to move him for you. Where do you
Yeah,
where do you want to be?
I want to be right here in the middle of the bunker. And I'm gonna go prone and start shooting at these guys with an assault shotgun because it sounds like a good plan.
The range on that thing.
Just like 50? Or was I looking at the other one? Shotgun. 50.
Okay. You're in range.
And that thing... What's the auto on that thing? Going auto on those two guys in the front. Well, I did my good rolling back there on the jumping up on top of the bunker. Because 3 definitely miss. And the second one. 6, 7, 8.
Okay. Second one hits. You only have auto 2 or you have auto 3?
Just 2.
Okay. Roll your damage for your second one.
Damage. I don't need the green die anymore. 18.
18 is a lot for one little guy. He is in cover, though. I'm looking for a very specific card. Maybe this one will work. This one. Okay. So you were aiming at this guy?
Yep.
All right. You did 18 minus 6 minus 4. You did 8. All right. So you hit this guy like a brick shit house. His armor catches some of it, and then you get a little bit of the vehicle he was trying to crouch behind. And his buddy sees that you're up there and yells in the best Cyril Figgis voice you can, "Suppressing fire!" And tries very hard to shoot you on top of the bunker, but you're laying prone, and he peppers the cement right in front of you and he doesn't manage to hurt you at all. The guy that you shot takes a moment to recover, spins around. He also is trying to shoot you, but he's bleeding profusely from his shoulder where the stock is supposed to sit. So he's like not holding the weapon right. He doesn't manage to hit you either. Aiden, it is now your turn.
Well, I am in the rock, and I am down a gunner. Because I would have really loved to kind of cruise back here and shell out those other guys, and then do covering fire down the doorway here, but can't do that. So I think what I'm going to do is I would like to kind of cruise over here and check up on Luca since he's off after the accident. I want to check on his condition and give him some cover if he needs it also to be able to get him with the rest of the group.
Okay, so you're going to drive the van over to Luca's position. Is that what I heard?
Yes.
Okay. Give me a drive check. That is a good drive check.
12.
Well, plus your skills and stuff, unless you're 0 on everything.
I am 0s on everything.
I thought you had a dexterity score. Okay.
Dexterity modifier 0.
Okay, so you spin around here. Is this how you want it facing?
Yeah, that works. I want to be able to pick him up if he wants a ride.
Okay.
Maybe he can be a gunner.
All right. So let's see. This baddie's gonna make a break for the door. He's not gonna make it all the way there. He's actually now running out in the open. And this other guy is gonna try to take a long shot. Should have the right card for his rifle. He misses anyway. So he's trying to shoot at Luca's position, and a few rounds just managed to ping off of the rock's armor. The flames on the gunship have now fully engulfed the whole thing, and they're burning with quite a vigor.
I think Colonel Rogers is going to be mad.
I guess that'll depend on what you come back with.
Yeah, the thing was totaled when they gave it to us.
I don't know that I would use that particular argument.
It was Swiss cheese.
I'm gonna say another non-combat mission.
Exactly.
It
Would have
is
been sweet to have missile launchers.
top of the round. I don't know that that would have done you any good.
Yeah, not at all. We got shot down pretty quick.
They actually got him in the opening round. That's also the best roll they've had this entire time so far. They shot twice at Holmes and should have, by all rights, been able to hit him, and flubbed both of those.
I don't feel
I'm
bad
not
for
gonna
them.
complain.
I'm gonna. So I was tactically like popping out, and all of a sudden I hear beep, 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 and it's just a perfectly placed van. So I'm gonna climb into it and hop up in the gunner section. Do I have a shot from there at anything?
Do you care about hitting the vehicle you're supposed to be recovering?
I do a lot.
Then you can only hit potentially the guy on the left or the guy on the right. And it's auto 5. Or you can hold action until Aiden moves the van.
I'm gonna say rock and roll. Come on, get us in there close. Make us a position around the vehicle we're trying to get. It's the one with flames.
So we're holding action until my turn. Is that what we're doing?
I need you to drive once you're ready.
Copy.
Okay. Taylor, what are you doing?
I'm going to start shooting, but I think I need to move to a different position so as to not hit the car.
So this guy right here is actually running in this direction.
Can I catch him while he's out in the open?
Yeah, he's out in the open. He's not in cover, so you can probably hit him.
I'm going to do that.
Okay.
Machine gun, -2. But I
You
have
have
a
heavy
1 and a
weapons?
turret. Yeah. Oh, is it heavy weapons or is it turret? That's not turret, is it?
You can use either one in this particular case. Usually it's heavy weapons. But, you know.
All right, I got a 10 total.
Woohoo!
Okay, add your effect to your damage. Are you using auto?
Sorry, nice practice shot, just one. And I caught him for 18.
Okay, that's 2 more. Well, no, he's got armor. I forgot. Unless he's the wounded one. No, he's not the wounded one. Okay, so he does have body armor. And you hit him for 18?
Yep. Because I had the 2 effect and rolled 16.
Okay. All right, well, you hit him, and he, like, slides to a stop at the door and starts to, like, get back up. His body armor absorbed just enough of it that he's still alive.
Oh, man.
Had you gone for auto...
Yeah.
See, it's that Zombieland thing. Never be stingy with the bullets. Holmes,
Double
it's your
tap.
turn. Yep.
Can I still see the guy in the front?
Oh, yeah, I'll let you take shots at him, too.
Yeah, I'm gonna, since these 3 guys are in a neat little line for me, I'm gonna go auto and just pew pew pew.
So in order to do that, if you read the rules on auto very carefully, they have to be
they have to
close
be within
together.
6 feet.
Yeah, so you can get the 2 that are standing by the truck in the same shot.
Alright, I'm going for those 2. The more the merrier.
Okay.
Nope. Second one is 10.
Roll your damage and add your effect. Are you going to hit the first one you hit or the second one?
The second one. For a total of 25.
Holy shit. Okay.
Man, am I eating up ammo.
You are. He's also 1 point short of being dead. So unless you
wow.
have Piercer, no, there's no Pierce on this. Is there? Let me look at the stats on this thing. I don't know what bulky does. We should probably look that up. Yeah, no. He's very badly damaged. Like, he's very badly wounded. It's like, oh god, I'm gonna die. But he's not actually dead yet.
Sweet. But they're definitely hurting.
You know what? This one guy who's not quite as badly hurt, but is hurt, is going to try to jump in this truck and run off. And he is not going to be able to get fully in there. He's going to he's going to get in the driver's seat and then realize the keys aren't in it. He's just sitting frantically in the driver's seat looking for a way to start the car. The second guy, who's like on the brink of death, is going to try to patch himself up. And he's not going to do so hot of a job of that. He's actually going to bleed out while trying to patch himself up. And Aiden, it is now your turn.
All right. I'm going to actually want to take the rock and actually kind of swivel up really good. I'm going to go, my idea is to go through this direction and then kind of end up kind of like here.
Is your intention
facing
to run this guy over in the process?
Oh, yeah, sure. If he's in the way, or I'll give Luca a chance to shoot him. But yeah, I'll just hit him and, kind of, hey, we're Zombieland, right? I'm going to cruise out, hit that guy and kind of cruise around there. The idea is to give Luca a shot at me either hitting this guy or a shot at these guys along with the truck.
Okay.
And then I want to end up right here so that we have a cover over the door.
So go ahead and roll your drive check. If you get a 10 or better, you'll run this guy over. You get less than a 6, you're going to try to hit that guy and ram the van into the door.
Got a 9.
Okay, well, you don't manage to run that guy over, but you also don't wreck, so, that's not bad.
No, that's good.
So, Luca, you have your choice of targets. With the route he's taking, actually, let me go ahead and clarify. I don't think you could do that in 6 seconds. I don't think you could drive that whole circuit in 6 seconds. I think you could I think you could get to about where the vehicle is now.
Yeah, that's
6
fine.
seconds.
Yeah, 6 seconds. Yeah, you're good. You're right.
Luca.
So I have a shot at the guy he tried to hit and this big vehicle here.
Yep.
And I gotta shoot 5 times.
Oh, I also need to roll 2 other things. That happens.
Vehicle.
Yeah, that doesn't happen. As you're driving past the door, a hail of gunfire impacts the left-hand side of the rock. There are 2 guys sitting just inside the bunker door, pointing machine guns at it, and when you drove by, they took a shot. Their weapon damage does not penetrate the armor, but it does let you know they're there. Go ahead, Luca.
This is gunner turret.
It could also be heavy weapons vehicle. Gunner turret is really supposed to be for spacecraft, but I'll let you use it in this circumstance.
Okay.
Note, it takes 75 rounds per time you shoot it, and you have 350 rounds left.
Thank you for keeping track.
I hit the first guy for 21 damage.
Who's the first guy?
The guy that was diving for the door.
That's all you can do then. You have to put all your rounds into that guy. He's not within 6 meters of anyone else.
Oh. Then I'm just going to shoot the car.
Yeah, we just had that conversation a second ago.
Hit, miss, hit, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hit 4 times. 21 plus 16 is 37. Plus 14 is 51.
Wow, that took you a minute.
Plus 20 is 71.
Okay, so that's enough to kill the vehicle, if you would like to do so. Not to mention the guy in the driver's seat.
Yeah, just engine block. That vehicle's not going anywhere.
Yeah, there's a goopy mess in the driver's seat, or what's left of the driver's seat.
The windshield looked like the windshield of the helicopter.
Okay. And that should be it for... Oh, no, there's 2 more baddies that were supposed to go. Oh, wait, but there's guys in the door who are taking over that. So, yeah, we're good. That's the top of the round, then. That means Luca gets to go again.
I'm going to get out my cell phone, and I'm going to say, hey, Taylor, we got you covered. I'm going to have Aiden go back up in front of the door, and I want you to go get on that, the other vehicle.
Go into the car.
Then can I switch so that Aiden can cover and go body block with the vehicle?
Ken, just to be clear, your intention is not to go into the bunker.
I want to go in the bunker.
I'm curious.
I think that there's a weapon on that vehicle that I'm going to commandeer.
There are 2 weapons on that vehicle, but yes, you can do that.
My idea was we just leave an active bug on one of these vehicles and go hide in the woods.
Yeah, but you don't really have time to talk about that in the middle of a combat round.
Yeah.
I know. Go put that vehicle in front of those things so we can get our guys in.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, the mission goal was to get the vehicle, so I mean, whatever you guys want to do.
You're still thinking about these like it's a video game there, though, Dubs.
On my turn, I'm running to the car, but I don't think it's my turn yet.
It's Taylor's turn. I believe
I'm running to the car.
I believe Luca just said he's holding action, but we were all going to hold action until Aiden was what I thought that was.
Yeah, so it could be perfectly timed because there's bad guys in that door.
give you a chance to pepper spray him or something like that when I get in between the door and the
So
car.
I should wait. I
Yes.
should wait until he. Yeah, I gotcha.
Okay, so that means that Luca and Taylor are holding action. Holmes, what are you going to do? There's only 2 guys within your line of sight. One is this almost dead guy, and one is this guy who's in full cover behind that burnt vehicle.
I'm gonna shoot the guy that's right below me.
Okay.
On not auto, and I'm gonna aim first.
Okay. That's a good idea. Gives you a +1.
Which you need 6, 7, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
8 hits.
Yay, aiming helps.
Roll your damage. I don't think you can do low enough damage to not kill him.
16.
Yeah, no, he's dead as a doornail. So there's another goopy mess right in front of the door.
That guy got hit with a machine gun, then almost got hit with a vehicle, and then a guy leaned over the top and shot him with a shotgun.
I'm relatively certain that if you'd rolled all 1s on your dice, it would have still killed him.
He was almost a survivor there, man. Jeez.
No, because I would have had to roll his endurance the next round, and the first time he failed. All right. So that brings us to the baddies in the door who can't do anything. So they're going to hold action. And no, we'll take the shot of this guy out here. He's going to shoot at Kizik. Guy in the giant gun seems like the biggest threat. He rolled a 4, so he's going to miss pretty badly. And one of the guys in the door is prepped to shoot. All right, so that makes it Aiden's turn. I believe everyone's waiting for you to go, Aiden.
Everybody's waiting on me. Okay, so I am actually just going to get this vehicle. I do a quick little Huey thing like this and actually get like right in between this vehicle and the doorway. You know, I want to make sure I give a good shot possibility here for that whole doorway, but yet have cover for Taylor.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to slide this back enough that you can see this front door opening.
Ooh.
Oh, there is a door opening there.
Nice.
So that's what you can now. Obviously, you can't see these rooms on the side. Just this center area. Those are the 2 guys, and they're shooting through this tiny little door.
I'm going to shoot also through that tiny little door.
Okay. How many rounds you got left?
2. I had 375 minus 75 is 275. After this round, I'll have 200.
Okay.
Oh, snake eyes for. Then 13. Then 10. Then 14. Then another 14, 13. Hit 4 times.
Was your total more than 40?
I hadn't done damage yet. Those were just 2 hits.
Okay.
$61.
Okay. You made a mess of these guys. They are dead as a doornail. Now, Taylor, there's still 1 guy left alive out there. You've held action until Aiden moved. Aiden has now moved.
He would be like, in the direction my barrel's facing as I'm running this way. So can I get a shot on him?
It's as long as you don't want to get in the vehicle yet, you can run up to the vehicle and shoot. You can use the vehicle as cover as well. It counts as 10.
Ooh. I rolled an 11 plus 3, 14.
No, 2 more points in there anywhere. Do you? Oh wait, no, it doesn't matter. He's behind cover too, so that's actually only 4.
He didn't roll his damage yet.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, yeah, that's just a hit.
Roll your damage. You're using the heavy machine gun?
Oh, yeah, so sorry, it's a 12 because it's -2.
Yeah, still take your effect because you gotta roll your 5d, and you can use automatic if you want. This guy's
I
probably
will.
dead then.
I'm gonna light him up. Was that 15 damage for that one? And then the effect doesn't go on any of the other ones, right?
No,
Gotta roll to
no,
hit.
you have to roll to hit each time.
Oh, right. Alright, so that's a miss. That one's a hit. Even with the -2.
Okay, roll your damage again.
15.
And you rolled a 15 last time. So that's 30 damage.
Right.
Okay, -10 is 20. Minus his armor. Armor is 4. That's 16, and he has 16 hit points when you add together his 2 stats. So you did exactly the right number of hit points to kill him. And it only cost you auto score times 3.
15 bullets.
3 times... I think it's less than that.
I thought it was 5 bullets.
It's
Or 5 times the auto score.
it's 3 times the auto score.
Oh, okay. I've been doing my math wrong then.
I think it's supposed to be per time you pull the trigger, but the book doesn't say, and I've never been able to really get a good handle on that. But it's fine. So it doesn't matter because that guy's dead as a doornail. These guys are dead as a doornail. There are more guys in the bunker, but for the moment, I will consider you out of combat.
You think we should go in there?
I don't know. See if that
Absolutely.
star will start.
I'm gonna get it in the car and see if it'll start.
No keys.
Mechanics check. I'm gonna hotwire it.
Okay.
Oh, not bad. 12 total.
Okay. You successfully hotwire the vehicle.
Yeah, I got it started. It's okay. Do you guys want to check things out? Maybe I'll cover you guys with the machine. Oh, no, wait. You got the better gun.
You say as it spools back to you and gives a
Don't
little
point that
shrug.
at me. Okay.
I mean, let's tactically enter this bad boy. We've got our phones. Is there any signals going out? Are they actively calling for help?
How would your phones discern that?
I don't know. They're spy phones.
You got
Are there any antennas or anything like that on top of the bunker?
There are antennas on top of the bunker. There's intrusion 2 on your phone. It does work as a shortwave radio, so if you wanted to fiddle with it, you might be able to discern that. But it's not really built to do that.
You want to hack into one of those satellites or the antennas up there?
Sounds
Also,
like a
is
fun
that big enough? Can we drive into that?
You can't, it's not even remote.
You remember playing Halo and you were trying to get the warthog in, like to the shove it on in there?
Let me put it this way. Let me just scroll this thing back a little bit. Even if you could get it in there, come on now. You're not getting it through that door.
Right.
Not with that attitude.
I know, for real.
The dune buggy's smaller. All right, what do you think, guys? We came for the prize. Do you want to go get the keys?
I mean, the keys are like, what are they doing here, and why is there a bunker here that nobody knew about?
That's
we
true.
just hot-wired a car. I don't think we really need the keys anymore, but
I think if
Yep.
you come back with that vehicle and no helicopter, you're fired. That's what I think.
oh great.
I think there's a giant bunker here that I want to go in because I like going in giant bunkers.
So we gotta come back with collateral is what I'm hearing.
I feel like I shouldn't have to say that either. You're a bunch of spies. Like, start spying.
Can you cut the power from up top? All right, no, you got satellites up there.
I
You're
got
trying to see
satellites.
if they're making any calls out.
Yep.
He's got antennas. It's ham radio. The most advanced thing up there is akin to a really early cell phone tower, but hacking is not really the right term per se. There's no computer-controlled stuff up there.
He's pushing things over so they stop working.
Yeah, I mean, you could do that. You could absolutely
Yeah.
just cut all the cables so the antennas don't work. It's not a terrible idea
Yep.
either.
That's what I'm going to do.
He reports back, I did all the hacking.
Literally.
And then I see a
we
knife.
all know that computer hacking is not my thing. So, knife hacking, yeah, no, I can do that.
He's just up there with a machete. Like, I can do this.
Who's coming with me, man?
So I'm
let's
gonna make
line
a
up these
suggestion of-
vehicles.
Maybe 2 people in, maybe 3 people in. Use the rock to cover the door and make sure nobody's in a backtrack on us.
Anyone have
I
any
think everybody should
grenades?
come with me. No, those are
Uh,
super illegal, and they weren't for sale.
Had a fire grenade on the ship.
Is it the Boaz brothers going in first?
We're waiting for Aiden to get out. No, Holmes is coming on down off the roof.
He does have an automatic shotgun.
And the most armor.
I'm going to let you go first, but I'm right behind you with the machine gun.
So you pop the first door, and there's nobody in there. All of the doors have like these hydraulic open and close levers on them, like really old school clunky ones, and they all have red lights that are blinking. And there's like a spinning red light, like the cliche lockdown light, going on in the next room.
When you say in the next room, which one were you pointing at?
Here.
Okay. I'll step
Move the
in there.
corners.
Check corners.
Yeah, are there any vents? Can we go up and above?
So there are vents, but they're too small for you to climb through in this particular bunker. There are open lines up above you, though. Some look like they carry water, air, and some are powering the hydraulic doors.
Can we cut power from in here?
So by cut power, I probably misspoke here. They're not powering the hydraulic doors, but they are the hydraulics for the doors. And if you were designing a bunker and you lost hydraulic pressure, how would you design the door to function?
I'd have it
And
open.
not function.
You'd have it open. Okay, this is the difference between civil design and military design.
You want to trap people on the other side. That's how the people on the Titanic really died.
True.
Doors stay closed, kill people.
You can try it.
No, I think I might roll a mechanics check and realize that's a terrible idea. But when hydraulics lose pressure, that means that you could like physically wedge them open if they're not hydraulically like pressing closed.
Depends on how much they weigh.
True. I got a 12 total for that mechanics roll.
Oh yeah. So They are designed to fail close. However, like the hydraulic valves and everything are in the door. So you're pretty sure you could hotwire these so that the close function was wired into the open function, and it would slam the doors open as quickly as they were meant to close. Like you could,
Along with that,
you could reverse the valve. Just a couple of minutes. It would take 3 minutes.
guys, I can maybe gizmo the door open if we want to do that.
Which door?
Any of them.
Pick one.
Just take me some time. Which way do you want
To
to
the
go?
right. I like the right. Let's go right.
This one?
Yep.
All right. So he's going to gizmo the door. You guys are going to get on either side of it. So you've basically got a big old wrench, and he's going to crank this thing. And when he does, this door is going to come open like a guillotine.
I'm going to, as soon as it comes open, I'm going to butterfly in and clear the center.
I roll out of the way.
All right. You guys roll into the room. The door is locked in the open position now.
Whoa, what's in here?
So in here, there's like an interrogation room. There's a chair with just blood stains all over the floor. And there is a giant tank that looks like it feeds part of the hydraulic system. It might even be the main hydraulic tank in the corner of the room. But the rest of this room is basically just one of those cliche, one chair with one light bulb above it, lots of blood on the floor.
It's a murder room. We've been here before.
Hmm.
All right, left or right?
Right.
I start to gizmo this door.
This one only takes 2 minutes. You ready?
Always ready.
Crank the button. They got a 6 for their initiative. If you roll better than a 6, you get to shoot first.
Oh, nice.
Can I tactics this?
Technically, yes.
Yay! Oh, I got a 6 for my initiative. Let's see what I got for our tactics. I got an 11 for the tactics.
Okay, keep rolling better than 8s and you'll be happy camper. So you add the effect to your guys' scores. That means everyone got better than 6, right?
Yeah. I got a 9.
And I rolled a 8, got a +3 for 11.
Okay, so door springs open. You guys are welcome to hail gunfire.
Yay! I'm gonna shoot the guy right in front of us with the shotgun. But I'm not first, so I'll shut up.
It's really just good guys go before bad guys.
Take it.
I got an 11, +3 is a 14. I just have a silenced pistol.
Ooh, you could have stealthed.
That's a 16. That's a 17.
Okay.
The doors spring open, and then a flash goes by the door, and one single round hits the first guy.
Okay. That's 17 is your damage, or 17 is your...
17 damage.
Oh, okay. Okay. He's hit. He's hurt. Like his ear is completely gone, and he's, very upset about that and screaming. Holmes.
I got a 12 for the first one, because I'm auto-firing, and I'm going to keep rolling this card.
Spraying it between the two, or you give them all to one?
Between the two.
Okay.
The first guy got a whopping 28 damage. And another 12 for the second guy.
Yeah, they're both dead. Oh, 12 for the second guy?
12 to hit the second guy for a total of 21 damage.
Yep, you did get both of them. I could find the thing. So you guys come into the armory. And
Yeah.
there's a bunch of shit in here. Both of those guys are dead.
Looking for grenades.
There are many different grenades in here of many different kinds. What kinds of grenades? There's fire grenades, there's frag grenades, there's smoke grenades.
Flashbangs?
There are some flashbangs.
When the situation is tight, what you need is dynamite. Give me the exploding ones.
I heart flashbangs.
Yeah, flashbang and then Holmes with a auto shotgun. Is there a bigger like auto weapon I can use?
Yes, there's auto rifles and shotguns. And I'm looking for a very specific weapon I saw earlier that I wanted to give you guys. Ah, there it is. I found it. Jesus, this was hard to find. So there's this. And then there's these. And if you want to look them up in the Central Supply catalog, because I don't have a card for them, but I do need one, there are also frag grenades and flashbangs.
Well, I can pick up that auto rifle if somebody else wants to grab a flamethrower.
You didn't already have an auto rifle.
I did not.
Is there ammo for my shotgun?
There's some ammo in there, yeah. Let me just roll some dice. 9, 10, 5, 15. 15 rounds. Sorry, 15 magazines, because it doesn't make sense for it to just be rounds.
Throwing magazines and in my trench coat.
Okay, so it's 12. Do we want to continue clearing out this bunker? It'll probably take us another 15 minutes or so. Or do you want to come back to this part next time?
Come back fresh.
Yeah, let's come back fresh.
That's my vote.
Okay.
I gotta get on an airplane in a few hours, so I'm all for.
Okay. So, we will come back and we will revisit the rest of the bunker, because there's going to be a lot of content here.
Yeah, I don't want to fuck it up.
And I don't want to rush through it. So I'm all for coming back next time. So you guys are in the armory. You're loading up. This armory is kind of a magical bag of GMing. So if there's something that you could reasonably find in here that you can think of over the next 2 weeks, and you send me a message, it might magically appear in here at the beginning of next session. Also, we need to get Aiden in here magically, so we may have him get curious and wander in here.
Yeah, I thought staying outside and covering was a good idea, but maybe I shouldn't.
From a tactics perspective, it makes perfect sense. It's just not going to be as enjoyable for you as a player.
Nope, copy. I'm probably get curious.
Yeah, we're gonna magic you in there.
No, they're gonna start talking about all the cool stuff that they have over the comms or something like that, and I'm gonna say what, and I'm gonna probably come in there.
Yeah, is this a flamethrower? That's what they're gonna say.
I think that's a flamethrower.
Mm-hmm.
And you do have the heavy weapon skill, do you not?
I don't think anybody has.
I do. No, I do. I do have a 0 in it.
Yep.
Oh.
Flamethrower. Yeah, I have heavy weapons and breaching rooms and all that. If everybody remembers, that is my character's background, is clearing and breaching and killing things.
I mean, I did give you the flamethrower, so I'm not saying don't use it. In fact, I think you should. But you should also be mindful of when you use it, because obviously flamethrowers burn more than people.
Yes.
And you guys might be in here hoping to gather specific things.
That's why I'm sticking with the shotgun.
So,
do we have a chemical flamethrower once, and then just flame retardant? No, what are those called? Fire extinguishers. Second.
Yeah,
fire foam grenades.
Be like in Deep Rock Galactic, where you spray both of the different types. Orange and
Yeah.
blue, baby.
Yep. Actually, in Deep Rock Galactic, you can throw a grenade that you can then light on fire, which is a reverse effect, and it's pretty cool when you're the
Nice.
driller. All right, guys, I'm going to stop the stream there. Thank you for stopping by.